Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose guys, and tonight I am joined by my awesome crew of the Professor Alexia Cruz, Humble James, and the forever Jeffrey D. As in, damn it, Dallas, you won your fucking matchup, Luhan. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Good.
Feeling
I
good, feeling good.
I don't know about giving Jeff the name. He don't deserve that credit.
I said,
Somebody watching something behind.
I think Jeffrey's watching the Playboy Mansion.
Nah, I don't got nothing on behind.
I can hear something in the background.
Hey, man. You sure it's not you?
No, I don't have nothing on.
You know, now that you got this new enhanced microphone that's actually working this week, are you sure you're just not picking up stuff?
No, I hope not. It's pretty cool though.
You're gonna be picking up freaking the McDonald's order from like across the city. Yes, can I get a number 5 here? Yeah, all right, cool.
Across the city is 5 miles away.
You know what, bro? I'm not here to make fun of president, all right? You know, if it's a 5-mile radius, it's a 5-mile radius town, okay? But anyways, all right. But anyways, guys, a lot of sports action happened this week. James, let me start with you. What was your favorite moments, maybe favorite play of the week? Like, just tell me something. Don't go into great detail something because maybe I have a question for it later. But just tell me what was like a great play or a moment of this past week since our last episode.
Oh, I gotta go Bama versus. I gotta go Bama Georgia. Best moment. And there are key moments to pick out of there, but I think they stole the show. Outside of that running back from Boise State, but yeah, that was probably the best moment.
Okay. 4 + 2 = 6, right? Jeff, what about you, man? Favorite play, moment? What happened for you this past week in sports related that you enjoyed that's memorable to you?
Yeah, of course it was that Bama game, but one before that Friday night, that Miami Virginia Tech. I don't know if y'all watched it, but it was good. Miami was down. They're like a little rivalry, right? Virginia Tech and Miami, and Virginia Tech. You know, Miami's undefeated. I think Virginia Tech was 2-1. But Virginia Tech was up big. You know, they were up by like 14, 10, 14. And then Cam Ward came back on a 4th down and 3. The guy caught it on his back and to get the first down. And then Cam Ward made an amazing play to score a touchdown. And I don't know if y'all saw it, but then at the end, Virginia Tech, it was a little Hail Mary, 30-yard line, but it was a far, 40-yard pass. And, they called it a touchdown on the field. The replay, you couldn't tell what the hell happened. And they overturned it and said no touchdown. To keep Miami undefeated. You couldn't really see. The ball did look like it was loose, but the call, a lot of people are saying because the call on the field, you got to stick with the call on the field and all that. But it was a crazy game. I think it took them like 20 minutes to make that call. It was just chaos, that game.
Man, missed the good one.
All right, back-to-back college football talks. Alex, anything else for you? Anything surprising? Any different? I doubt it, but what is it, brother?
No, I did want to go with college, but these two guys. Mine was a different game, but I'm gonna stick to the NFL. One guy that's showing some strives that I've been calling out a lot is Caleb Williams, and even though he missed DJ in a couple of passes, but he's showing glimpses, man,
I finally found him
of driving the ball. And I don't know. I sent it to you guys in the thread. How that? I mean, a lot of people don't think they don't think nothing of it, but that's a pretty damn good ball. Between two safeties and a linebacker hitting Komet. And then the play after that was Swift, another guy that I've been calling out. Hits a big run for a touchdown. So that those two big plays that set up I guess pretty much secures them for the win, and against a team that people thought they were gonna pretty much run over them. But 2 big plays for me.
Hey, it was a good weekend for the Rooks, right? I think all 3 of them won this weekend, so big shout out for them. A lot of criticism for each of them, for the most part, whether good or bad. But overall a good week for all three of them. They all led their teams to victory, surprising victories for some. But good shit, guys. Our boy Milton's in the chat. He says, "Shout out to the Puro Pinche Sports panel here for a great show." Yes, brother, we are here for one too. Hopefully, we are able to entertain the masses, the people that are watching. Quick shout out to the People's Debate, always here supporting us. Also, a quick shout out to every new subscriber we got in the last week. I think I showed y'all it was about maybe 21 in the last week. So big jump. I got a little video editing crazy in the 3 days of the weekend, like Thursday through Saturday, and I put up like nine videos on TikTok, and then had to cut some of them up on YouTube for like 12 or 15. So it got a little crazy, So, but it is what it is. Good times. But thank you guys for the support. All right, guys. I do want to ask.
What was your? Hey, hold on.
I'm sorry.
What was your moment?
Oh, my
moment this weekend.
That's a very good question. And it's probably nothing special or nothing too crazy. But I think last night's games with Lions and Seahawks, whether it's I saw some few impressive catches, one that counted and one that didn't. Obviously the amazing toe tap with Amon-Ra St. Brown's touchdown at the end of the game.
That was crazy.
Very beautiful sight to see. He obviously threw a touchdown pass to Jared Goff as well. But a great catch that they didn't count, which I still don't understand, was a DK Metcalf catch. He was in, and I don't recall why they changed their mind on it, but I just thought, hey man, some top wide receivers out there showing some elite stuff out there, and I'm just want to give them a little shout out for it.
Oh, that's what's up.
All right, fellas. So I got a few activities. The weekly stuff that I'm about to give you as far as the game. You know what game we're gonna be doing later. I do have some questions for y'all. But I actually have a second game for y'all. And I wanted to see, Jeff, are you still here? Or are you in the toilet?
No, I'm here.
All right, best.
I'm cutting my steak and it's shaking my camera, so I don't want to make y'all.
Earthquake, magnitude 8.5. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, the first 4 weeks is gone, right? We're done. Like, the first month of NFL is done. We still have about 4 months left if you're counting playoffs and stuff like that.
Shit's going by too fast. I need to slow down.
Maybe. But I'm entertained. But I wanted to do an interesting thing. Guys, I want us to build our September first team All-Pro AFC offense.
Shit.
So basically, I want us to build it with a quarterback, a running back, 3 receivers, a tight end, and 1 team's O-line. And after this, we'll be doing an NFC one as well.
Ooh, shit.
And I want us to argue this. I want us to debate. I want us to really fight for our guys here and give us a reason why we're going to be putting these guys in. So obviously, first team All-Pro AFC offense. So let's start with the major one, the quarterback. We have Patrick Mahomes. We have Josh Allen. We have Lamar Jackson. We're not going Joe Burrow, ladies and gentlemen.
We're not going Pat Mahomes. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, I have to throw some names out there so y'all can get a hint of what we're gonna do here. So, guys, give me your first option for QB. What are we going with? Who is the All-Pro for September?
Has to be Josh Allen, right?
After he
for the AFC.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, I know Josh has I think first or 2 weeks, right? The first week or the second week they struggled a little bit, didn't he? Or not struggle, but he didn't throw a lot.
It was more he was perfect as far as not throwing any picks this month. And what he did was he used his legs and he was using the short pass. But he was he played more methodical than he did his aggressive self.
So we're gonna excuse the fact that he just got beat by the Ravens just beat the brakes off of him?
No, to be fair, that's also the defense. It's not just him, right? To be fair,
I'm trying to do the whole month and
okay, so I'm saying just like
do you have another suggestion though?
CJ,
I'm going Lamar.
CJ,
I'm thinking Lamar. I mean, Lamar dueled it out with Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
And then his only bad game was against Oakland. He had a great game against Dallas, and then he just beat the brakes off of Josh Allen. Like,
So what about CJ?
I don't think CJ had that good of a start. He's been kind of
CJ led the in passing for the AFC. He has over 1,054 yards. So
He's only had one really bad game. I mean, I would say the Vikings game kind of got away from him. The Bears game, he didn't do anything spectacular, but he got the job done. I mean, I don't think he had turnovers against the Bears. So, like, you know,
yeah, I can see that CJ or Lamar.
So we're gonna exclude out Josh Allen.
I don't know, man. We're gonna get a lot of hate. I'm gonna say Josh Allen though, for real, because nobody expected him to even have this kind of month. I think everybody really expected CJ to ball out, Lamar, even Patrick Mahomes. But the fact that Josh Allen's still, I guess he still has his head above water, you could say is.
He right now, guys, he is 20th in passing for the entire league, 20th. But that, of course, that's counting NFC. So, there's a lot of there mixed in there. He has 7 passing touchdowns with no interceptions. Let me see how much he did in rushing, because we also do have to factor in, as much as we factor in rushing for Lamar, we do also have to factor in rushing for Josh Allen, who did have a fumble in his first game, and I don't think he's had a fumble since. Well, what's your biggest gripe, James, about having Josh Allen on here?
No, it's no gripe. It's just that I feel like head to head, Lamar, like they kind of outplayed him. And I mean, I know everybody's going to factor in the loss of Lamar to the Raiders, and I mean, of course, they did lose to the Chiefs, but I mean, I think other than that, I think Lamar's been kind of like lights out, man.
So take it like this, James. Take it like this. So I'm the only one on this panel, I think, that believe Lamar deservedly won MVP last year. You have stated, Alex has stated, and I think Jeff stated that other people deserve the MVP. If you go by because Lamar and his team beat Josh and his team, then you're doing the same reason why you're against Lamar got MVP last year. So do you want to stick by that, or you think that the guy who went 3-0 to start, and then because his team failed him, Keon Coleman dropped that big pass that could have been going for a touchdown in the first half, so that was huge. So I mean, I just want to make the argument now, obviously for Josh, but I mean, obviously I'm not mad either way how we decide this.
I'm not either. Like, I'm not opposed to Josh Allen being the guy. I'm just saying I thought Lamar.
He did his thing. He balled out.
Yeah.
So just so y'all know, Josh had 106 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. Now, if you want to count Lamar's stats on everything, Lamar is top 9 in rushing yards for the league. And then in passing, he is top 16. So
basically the same.
So basically, yeah. So Lamar in passing and rushing is beating Josh Allen. So that's where I could say my vote is going for Lamar. But if we're building an all-pro team for September, is he the right guy?
What about the turnovers?
I think Josh had that 1 fumble, and Lamar had an interception. And how many fumbles does he have? Does he? I know he lost one this past week. Oh, that's his only one. That was his first fumble loss and his first fumble of the year.
Damn.
So he has technically 1 turnover more than Josh, and that's a pick.
I don't know.
We can vote this out. So my vote, I'll say Lamar. So you got Josh, Alex?
I got Josh.
Okay.
And then I got to go with the record. I got to go with CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud. Okay. So James, you're a tiebreaker on all this.
I'm going Lamar, dog.
There you go.
Yeah.
Lamar. Okay. So Lamar will be our quarterback on this one. All right. Bet. All right.
Hey, this next one is hands down, bro. If y'all go with anybody else at the running back position, the AFC, we gonna have some problems.
Running back. So throw a name out, guys. Any name you want to throw out there in the AFC. J.K. Dobbins?
There's only one. Derrick Henry.
Wait, he's only had one good game though.
What? Two. The Dallas game and this Bills game.
Yeah, but anybody can run against Dallas.
And he started off with 2 TDs, right, against KC or no?
Yeah.
But I think no, I think he had like less than 40 or 50 yards.
He had 1 touchdown.
I thought he started off with 2.
I'm trying to remember how many fantasy points.
That was Saquon. Yeah, maybe
no, that was Saquon.
One. Yeah,
Saquon had 3.
Yeah,
his first game.
He just had 1.
Yeah, he just had 1. I was trying to think how many fantasy points he got me that week, and I was like, not that much, like 12 or 13.
Well, so who else is out there? Cook and who else?
So Derrick Henry leads the league right now in rushing. Jonathan Taylor's in 5th. J.K. Dobbins is in 6th.
I would say JT's been going crazy too.
Yeah, I like JT.
So those are the top 3 guys that are in the top 10. So Henry, JT, or JK.
Yeah, my vote's Henry.
Henry's ahead by over 130 yards. So and he's got only 1 more touchdown than JT. So you said King Henry, Jeff?
Yeah, that's my vote.
All right, James?
King Henry.
Alex?
I'm gonna say JT.
I'm gonna stick with Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry's just blossoming at the right point. And I think that's kind of like sadly where we're going right now. Sorry guys for everyone that's gonna dispute and debate us about this. This is gonna be so much fun on the scrutiny we're gonna get.
I like JT.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that run, that last game, that opening the game like that with that 80-yard run,
we really could have, if we wanted to be consistent as far as like who had like maybe the best 3 out of 4 weeks, it's probably JK.
Yeah, JK.
Because JK was really like going out, you know.
Yeah, he started off with a bang.
Okay, so we got 3 receivers for AFC. All right, so just throw some names out there and we'll see if we all agree or not. I just want to throw some names.
Man.
While I throw up some comments, let me throw up some comments while y'all think. Real quick, we have Milton said QB Josh Allen.
There you go.
Wasn't his fault. Allen didn't have a bad game.
Exactly.
Still doesn't have an interception. He's got 1 loss due to defense and lack of weapons. Great consistency point, Jose, talking about when I was explaining it to James.
Yeah.
Mikey, what's up, Mikey? Says Jordan Love with an all-time garbage time performance.
Thank you, Mike. Right on cue.
I think I got my first receiver.
Okay. So throw me out a name.
Receiver, Kid's been balling. And I mean, he's surprising to me because I didn't think he would. I thought he was going to be the left-out guy, but Nico Collins has been a bright spot with Stephon Diggs being in that number 1 role. Like, he's been like that guy. So I got to go with him as AFC.
I would have picked Rice.
Well, remember, we got 3. We can get 3.
But
I Rashee Rice is still one.
Yeah, I would pick Rashee Rice.
Okay. So that's 2 players of the 3 we could go with. Okay, Jeff, you have any names?
Yeah, I was gonna say Rice and Worthy, but Worthy just has like plays here and there.
Yeah, he has spurts.
Yeah, and then Rice. I was gonna say Rice, but now I think he's out, right? But still, he had a good month until the injury.
I have 2 names that I want to throw out there as just an argument we could have.
Quinn
I was gonna say it's more in the last 2 weeks, but he's got his numbers up to the top 10 in receiving. Jamar Chase, and then the other person, George Pickens.
Yeah, I was just going to say that as a questionable player.
George
I
Pickens.
thought he's been consistent with Justin Fields. They found some great continuity together. At least it looks like it. Yeah.
Pickens has had a lot of yards called back. Especially against the Denver game, they picked on PS2 so bad, and they made him look bad. I know PS2's numbers won't really say it, but I think he gave up like over 100 yards and just PIs against them too.
It's not the sexy pick, but we also have Brian Thomas Jr. He's top 5 in the AFC.
Man, I like that kid a lot.
Sorry that I'm doing my hands like this.
I'll go Pickens. I'll go Pickens.
So wide receiver 1, who we got? Where are we going? Because we got Nico. Nico's wide receiver 1. Okay, so who's wide receiver 2?
Maybe Pickens. I'll go Pickens, and then I'll go Rice third. Maybe because Rice is hurt right now, so I don't want to get all the backlash from TikTok. How the hell are you guys gonna put him in there? He's hurt.
Yeah.
But he really does deserve it though. I mean,
I like them as 1, 2, 3 in that order.
Any argument or pushback for Jamar Chase or Brian Thomas Jr.?
I think it's Chase, right? If he had a better whole month, I think Chase is going to be there, but not this month.
Okay. Okay.
Chase didn't look like he was really all there the first couple of games too.
So wide receiver 1, we have Nico Collins. Wide receiver 2, we're saying George Pickens, and for I guess our slot, you say Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good job. I like it. And then an O-line. What's been the best O-line in y'all's opinion?
The Chargers.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
The Chargers.
I was going to say unanimous, though. It has to be San Diego.
Does it have to be San Diego? It can't be Los Angeles?
Well, whatever.
I feel you. They're forever San Diego Chargers.
Yeah, dude. Chargers. That's so weird.
The Chargers.
Joe Alt has been amazing. Rashawn Slater's still there, of course. He's doing his thing. They were doing good while I guess when Alt and Herbert were healthy. But obviously those two teams are holding him back a little bit. But Milton has an option. He says the Colts. What about the Colts? How we feel about them?
Oh, that's another good one too, dog.
They have good names on there, but they still struggle sometimes to protect Jason. What's his name? Richardson. So you could say some of it's his fault, but they do get a lot of pressure on him.
But they've been solid throughout the run game, though. Like for the most part, I think they've been really solid.
Okay. I like it so far, guys. I like this team so far. So to break it down, our AFC offensive team is Lamar Jackson as the quarterback, Derrick Henry at the running back, Nico Collins, George Pickens, and Rashee Rice as our receivers, and with the Los Angeles Chargers O-line.
Yeah.
Sound good?
And Brock Bowers is our tight end. Not
Oh, we haven't even done our tight end yet. Oh,
shit! I
don't know if we're doing or not.
Oh, we are doing a tight end. My bad. I think Brock Bowers should be our guy. He's leading the receivers. The tight ends and receiving yards over in the AFC with 218 passing yards. So that's it's not Travis Kelce. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I think Kelce will step up now that Rice is gone.
Okay.
He had to come to work.
So tight end Brock Bowers.
He said he got to go to work.
He's got to clock in now.
Yeah, just like last game, he finally clocked in. He was chilling.
Good shit. Any debate on that, Alex?
No.
Nope. Perfect. All right. So again, Lamar, Henry, Collins, Pickens, Rice, Bowers, Chargers O-line. Perfect. All right. NFC side.
Oh, this is going to be hard.
We're going to have a fight.
Bruh. Oh, my God.
So we also have to remember some of the guys on the top of our passing yards here has a lot of garbage time passing yards. Dak. So
y'all better get off my dog, bro. For real.
Wait, what are we talking about?
We're going to the NFC side now.
Perfect.
Now we're going to build our all-pro NFC offense. So for the month of September. So right now, the guy who's leading the NFC is Geno Smith with a 72.3 completion percentage. Do we agree that maybe Geno should get a nod, or do we have other guys that we are liking right now?
What's his yardage?
No, we're not doing Geno. I'm sorry, we're not doing Geno.
What's his yardage compared to Sam?
Look, no, it's unanimous, bro. It's unanimous. No, it's unanimous.
What's the unanimous? What's the name?
Man, Sam Darnold is the guy. He's the guy.
I'm not gonna put Sam Darnold. I'm gonna put Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
I'm going Sam Darnold, dog. That's disrespectful. The guy's winning. He's winning. He's winning. He's putting up
winning.
points.
He's winning, but but he has the defense too to back him up to get him out of a lot of situations. I'm not look
That
against
has nothing to do with the scoreboard. The defense is not scoring touchdowns.
against Minnesota, the Packers this past weekend. The offense was struggling a lot during the second half, and Sam Darnold did struggle.
Okay.
Which helped the Packers getting back into the game.
Do we have any votes for this man, Purdy? Purdy.
No.
Why
No.
not? Why not?
No.
I mean, he's been playing pretty solid. I mean, I don't think he's not causing the team any games, but I don't know. I like to go with the people that you really don't expect them to. I guess like if you see our other team, you know, you don't expect some of those guys to be on somebody else's.
It has not. In my opinion, it has nothing to do with Purdy. Purdy he's been consistent, but I'm saying like, dude, no, like you said with Josh Allen, I can make the same statement for Sam Darnold. Who the hell thought they would be in this position with the first 4 games that they played, knocking off all these big teams, bro? Granted, he might have a dead spot in the quarter, or he might have a little weak point in the half, or a couple of bad minutes, or consecutive drives. But the end result is the end result. They're putting up like damn near plus 30 points a game. Like he's getting the job done. Like nobody thought it would be them. So that's just me. My vote is Sam Darnold. I don't
Derek Carr. He almost made it.
To what?
He was playing pretty good.
And if
two first games.
My thing is if we don't go with Sam Darnold, my next vote is Jaden Daniels.
Yeah. Hey, but what's the yards difference between Darnold and Geno?
Darnold and Geno, their difference is 249. 49 yards.
And who has more?
Geno. Geno leads the league in passing yards.
Yeah,
he has the most attempts right now and the most completions. He's averaging about 295 yards per game, but he has 4 touchdowns with 4 interceptions, while Sam Darnold has 11 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Yeah, I got to vote for Sam.
Sam, I am. Can I get a little love for Goff, who just went 18 for 18 last night against the Seahawks?
He kind of struggled in some of the like I think which game was it where he struggled? It was like 2 weeks ago.
This was the first good game.
The Bucs game where he struggled.
Yeah.
That was impressive, though. That was crazy impressive, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. 18 for 18.
Dude, that game last night, it just kept scoring. You kept getting yardage. I was like, that game was wild last night.
You didn't draft one Lion in fantasy football? No wonder you're in fucking last place right now.
I got Goff in my other league, and this is the first game, good fantasy game he's had.
All right, so remember, guys, we're evaluating the entire month of September. Obviously, I brought up one game for the shits and giggles, but for the entire month of September, what is our vote? Jeff, let me start with you.
For a quarterback?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
Alejandro.
I'm going to go Baker.
Baker Mayfield. Okay. Where the fuck is he on this list? He is actually number 6. Okay.
That one game threw his stats way off.
Yeah.
Jameson?
I'm going Sam.
Ooh. I might actually vote for Purdy, but that just means I'm outvoted either way. So Sam is our NFC quarterback, guys. So good job, Sam. Way to come up from the depths of hell from the Jets. Good Lord, have mercy. Not even Aaron Rodgers could save that team. All right. Who will be our leading rusher for the NFC?
I think it's pretty easy.
Yep.
Jordan Mason?
No.
Kenneth Walker last night looked like he was on fucking.
He also missed 2 games, to be fair, so he can't qualify.
Yeah, but he looked insane last night.
I'm gonna go Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Dude, Mason is on a team where that fucking scheme. You put anybody, you fucking put me back there. I'm gonna fucking rush for 200 yards each game.
What about Kamara? What about Alvin Kamara? He went off for 4 touchdowns on those pitiful Cowgirls.
Then again, not everybody plays the Cowboys.
You're right. When you play the Cowboys, you get 3 touchdowns a game as a rusher.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Saquon.
Yeah, Saquon.
I'm gonna go Saquon again. I'm gonna leave my Cowboys alone, bro.
Hey, Saquon's carrying my freaking fantasy team to 8-0 right now. So let's go. Saquon it is. All right. Yeah, sorry, he probably would have another touchdown on his list if he had caught that damn ball against Atlanta. All right, receiving. Maybe some debates here.
Woo, Lord.
Let me throw my first name out there. Malik Neighbors, leading the NFC right now.
I'll say wide receiver 3 for Malik.
Okay. Do we have any other options out there, guys, that we want to throw out there?
Darius Lamb.
I would have to say Jefferson.
Jettis. Okay. I like the way you think.
Jefferson for wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2. I'm gonna have to go. I just had him in my name. I had him in my head right now. What's his name? Fuck.
DK.
No, not DK.
Oh, we're not thinking of DK today. Okay.
Damn, what the fuck is it? Oh, St. Brown.
Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra's had a quiet month.
Yeah, he ain't been there.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with him.
Jameson Williams has more receiving yards right now than Amon-Ra.
Yeah, he's had some big ass touchdowns, like wide open touchdowns.
Big play, fucking speedster. I showed you how it's done, Jerry Judy. Can I get an argument for DK? I mean, DK's second in the NFC, 3rd overall in receiving yards right now. That dude's a stud, and he should have had, like I said, he should have had another touchdown last night.
When they kept showing that replay, it looked like his knee was down, right? Like his whole
his shin. I was like,
his shin or whatever. Like that whole from the knee to the foot, right? And usually that's in bounds. They don't have to have 2 feet, so I don't know why they didn't call it a touchdown.
I mean, I think they're nuts, but
I mean, it was just the point of when did he have control? It was pretty close, right? That was the thing.
Yeah. So I guess my votes are going to be for DK, Jettas, and Neighbors. Jeff, you got some votes?
I'll take those same 3.
All right, James, what's your votes?
Hold on, I'm trying to see something.
You're good. Alex, you got a vote?
Are we forgetting anybody else? Is there anybody else up there?
Oh, there's a few. Jaden Reed.
I was gonna say Reed. He's been playing pretty good.
His touchdowns are not there, but I mean it's fine because not everyone's going explosive on that. Chris Godwin balling right now for that squad.
Every game.
If Rashid Shaheed had been able to keep going bomb for bomb every game, like he messed up on some catches this past weekend, maybe him, but I don't really feel comfortable with CeeDee Lamb, especially that one game where he got all crybaby like. So, I think Neighbors, Metcalf, Jawan Jennings is actually number 4 in receiving right now. I just want to throw that out there. Justin Jefferson, Reed, Godwin, those guys are all in the top 10 right now. I mean, so is CeeDee Lamb, but I mean, just to throw some names out there.
I think looking at it from my standpoint, it has to be Jefferson, DK, and Malik.
Okay, so you agree with me. Okay, and Jeff.
Yeah.
So Alex, and you said who are your 3 guys?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Justin Jefferson, Amon, St. Brown, and Malik.
Okay, so we're gonna have to kick Amon-Ra, sadly, for the votes that we got right now. DK Metcalf gets the vote. Amon-Ra, though, I think is gonna have a great October, so we'll revisit that for the month of October. All right, guys, that's good shit there. Tight ends. I know tight ends is a little rough this season as far as every damn team, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Dallas Goedert actually is 9th in receiving. I remember he had that big play when they beat the New Orleans Saints a week ago. McBride was doing all right until he got hurt, but there's really not that many tight end names out there right now that is just sticking out. It's really just Dallas Goedert, and I'm George Kittle. I mean, you want to throw George Kittle out there?
Yes.
Yeah,
I know he missed a game, but
I'll pick George Kittle.
George Kittle over Dallas Goedert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if McBride would have stayed healthy, he probably would have got the nod. For real.
Just to let y'all know, there's about 140-yard discrepancy there, but
Yeah,
I don't hate the George Kittle pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Goddard just because. Yeah, I think he's benefiting from their receivers being out. Right, AJ Brown's gone, and Devontae has been hurt. They've both been hurt. So Goddard, now they're feeding him. They were kind of like feeding their receivers before that, but like with all those yardage, I'm gonna just go with him.
Okay, so they threw out, of course, let me throw it out there, Kittle, both Cody and Milton. And then Milton suggested, Taysom Hill. Your agenda yourself, Milton, is wild. But I respect it.
He had one good game and then got hurt.
I wish Sam Laporta had more good games because I feel like he could be the guy, but he hasn't had any really good games. So
yeah, I've been quiet.
All right, so far we've got Sam Darnold, my God, Saquon, we have Jake Jettis, DK, and Malik Neighbors, love that, and we have George Kittle. What's our NFC O line?
Oh, it has to be Minnesota. I just like their protection.
Okay. Oh no, talk to me. I love to hear it.
They're giving. I like them just because they're giving Sam time to throw, and I think they're a big part of why that.
Vikings fans in the chat definitely agree with you.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive how they were able to keep Sam Darnold upright against Houston.
Dominated.
Out of all those teams, I was like, damn, he had all day back there.
Yep. So are we all agreeing Vikings is going to be?
Yeah.
I know James don't like it.
I don't.
Just recognize it right now that Minnesota, since you made the arguments for Sam Darnold, you have to make the argument for the whole team. They're looking really good right now. So once again, our NFC All-Pro offense for the month of September: Sam Darnold, Saquon Barkley, Justin Jefferson, DK Metcalf, Malik Neighbors, George Kittle, and the offensive line of the Minnesota Vikings.
That's it. Shut up, bro. Shut up.
Let him enjoy his fun, bro. Come on.
Rob, come check in.
I do 24 hours a day. All you hear is Vikings Nation. Vikings
Rob,
Nation.
check in whenever they play the Bears, the Vikings.
When is that? Is that next week?
No, it's like it's later on in the year.
Oh, okay.
We always have it's always a great game, the Vikings and Bears.
I thought you were gonna say whoop the, but how do y'all think? We're having our first London game, Jets and Vikings. Ooh. No,
damn, that's gonna be tough for the Vikings, honestly, because the Jets just got embarrassed last week.
Yeah, Rob says, bet I got you. I got money on that game.
Damn.
Milton has a question. Wild card. What about coach? So coaches for both sides.
Ooh.
Do we want to do OC or do we want to do head coach?
Gotta go ahead.
I guess he's saying offensive-minded coach. I guess as long as it's offensive-minded head coach or OC. Guess you could go that way. Who's the best one so far in the AFC and the NFC? I mean, Kevin O'Connell's got to be the guy, right, for the NFC, right?
Yeah, it has to be Kevin.
Mine's gonna be Mike Tomlin in the AFC.
Okay, offensive-minded fool.
Oh, offensive-minded. Arthur Smith. He's not.
They're not scoring much. I'm not gonna go with that.
They're also not turning over the ball.
No, but they're not scoring. They had 3 offensive touchdowns before week 4. 3. They're averaging 1 per game, brother.
Dang, you sound like Hulk.
Do I sound racist to you?
Yeah, watch the documentary, dude. That's crazy.
Oh man. Can't say Bobby Slowick. There's not that many sexy picks on the offensive side.
Yeah, the AFC is hard, right? There's not.
I mean, I guess if you want to go either with the OC for Buffalo or for Baltimore.
What about Kubiak?
Huh?
Kubiak?
We said O'Connell for the NFC. Talking about the AFC now.
Oh, what was I saying? Kubiak.
Kubiak's in the NFC, no? Is he not coaching the Saints?
Is he?
There's multiple QBRs out there.
We can even say Joe Brady for the Buffalo Bills because they were scoring a lot of points before, this beatdown. And then, what the freak is Ravens OC coach's name? Gotta Google it now. Sorry.
Nope.
It's not Greg Roman. You could make an argument for Greg Roman for the Chargers. Todd Monken. There you go. So Todd Monken, Joe Brady, maybe Greg Roman for the Chargers. They were doing all right themselves. Nothing too crazy. Rob, so instead of Kevin O'Connell, you want to go with Cliff Kingsbury. Woo! I mean, you're not wrong. They're doing work.
Hey, not at all. You can't go wrong.
They went 2 games straight without a punt. Did y'all know that? Games 2 and 3. And then they did only 1 punt this past Sunday. And the only other drive that didn't end with a punt, it was an interception by Jaden Daniels.
I'm so happy Washington's competitive again. Like they've been a dumpster fire for like about 10 years. So
the Cowboys fans love Washington. It's so weird.
He's not. I mean, Jeff loves everybody. He doesn't love the Cowboys.
It's just Dax had it too easy for a while with Washington and the Giants.
Well, guys, what about Kellen Moore? Sorry, James.
Where is Kellen Moore now?
He's in Philly.
He's in Philly. So every fucking week they try to throw him under the bus when it's not even his fucking fault.
I blame Sirianni.
That's why they hire him.
Fire him.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're gonna say Joe Brady, right? Buffalo Bills. They move the ball very well. And if we're going with the scheme of Derrick Henry and Lamar, it still works out. So perfect. So Joe Brady. Perfect. All right, let's move on, guys. That took longer than expected. Good Lord have mercy.
30 minutes.
42 minutes on the clock. Where's she? Alex about to hop off and say, "Good the fuck y'all." All right. Obviously, I have questions for y'all. Less than I did last week. So let's have a good discussion here. Alex, if you gotta go, I understand, but I want to hear some good discussions.
Okay.
All right. First question up. As a rookie in his first month in the NFL, Jaden Daniels has 1,115 total scrimmage yards, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, with a passer rating of 107.4. Will Jaden Daniels have a better rookie year than CJ Stroud? And can he take the Commanders to a division title this year?
No and no.
Explain.
Right back.
I mean, I don't think he's on course to do what CJ Stroud was doing, and I think they're kind of different in the aspect. Yes, CJ uses his legs, but CJ was in that rookie season, he was just more potent from the pocket. He made more of his plays from the pocket. Not saying he didn't scramble or roll out of the pocket, but I'm saying he didn't use his legs as much as you see Jaden uses his legs. Like Jaden is almost like it's scary because it's almost similar to Lamar. Like if the play isn't there, he's gone. Like it's not even a question of thought. He's running. But what's working for him is what's working for him. Like I don't think he can't go that far in the season. I'm just afraid he doesn't have the defense to back him. You know what I'm saying? To make it deep, to go out there and outdo a Detroit, or go out there and outdo somebody like Philly if they catch fire and they decided to turn it on, or even a Niners. You know what I'm saying? With those smart linebackers. You know what I mean? Like I think those challenges are going to come into play, but I think he's playing exceptionally well. Like thus far, I don't take nothing away from him, and I think they can be a team like Jeff was kind of alluding to. It's good to see that they're winning again. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the promise is that far for him. I'm thinking they could probably squeeze a wild card. You know what I'm saying? If they get in a wild card,
that's right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they can't get there, but I'm saying I don't see him going that far. But I don't think. I just think CJ did a lot more with his arm, and it was much more impressive to me. So
Jeff,
So what was do you have the stats? What was CJ's rookie year look like?
I definitely brought up both the first month of each rookie because I wanted to compare, right? So
Yeah.
the Texans started 2-2, while Washington obviously right now is 3-1. So CJ Stroud's first month, he had 1,212 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions, a 62.2 completion percentage, and then about 51 yards of rushing. Obviously, he's not a runner, so that's not his thing. On the flip side, Jaden Daniels only has about 897 yards of passing. He has 3 touchdowns. He has 1 interception. He has 82.1 passing completions, 218 yards of rushing with 4 rushing touchdowns. So they're pretty close in certain areas.
It's going to be hard to compare their seasons. Like James said, CJ Stroud's more of a passer. This guy's more of a runner. So he's going to have a lot of running touchdowns, right? So it's going to be rough, right? Like if you're talking about fantasy points, he might have more, right? But like that's going to be, CJ had a crazy first year, so that it's going to be hard to match that. As far as the division, I do think they got a shot in the division. I just think the Giants, they are what they are. Philly is a good team, but it's like they're tired of playing with each other, right? That's all they talk about every week. That like Hurts doesn't talk to the coach. And they're just not on the same page. And, they're injury ridden with their success of the past 2 years, right? They I don't know how healthy their receivers are going to get this year. So, but they got Saquon. I mean, Philly's a strong team. You know what I mean? But it's just how healthy are they going to be? And
which they haven't been, right? AJ Brown's missed 3 games. Devontae Smith a game and a half, and so they're struggling in certain areas. Jahan Dotson is not anything.
And then the fucking coach is just like in his own head at this point. He makes some questionable calls, right? But the thing is, a lot of we give him a lot of shit every week. Everybody wants to fire him every week. Hey, he made it to the Super Bowl, and it's hard to bounce back after that Super Bowl loss, right? And then they made it to the playoffs last year. I mean, he's on the right route. It's just, man, that team just needs like a break or something. I don't know. But anyways, and then the Cowboys, I think we saw during the Giants game, is to me the Cowboys aren't as good as they were 2 years ago, and they're not as good even as last year. And I think you could just see it. So the hard part is when you have like a rookie quarterback is the plan for them, right? Like you don't have a whole offseason to plan for them or whatnot. Like I think as long as because they're comparing him to CJ Stroud and to like RG3, right? As long as he stays healthy, I think like I don't say then with Cliff Kingsbury as the OC, and he's more of that younger, fresher ideas. I mean that doesn't happen that often where you don't punt whole games and shit. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. I think they do got a shot because that whole team's hyped and they got something good going over there. Who thought Washington would start 3-1? That's insane to me. I like even after 2 games, I was like, oh, all right. And then they got real, like they got better and better pretty fast, right? So I don't know. I think if they can stay away from the injury bug, I think they can go pretty far.
Yep. We got some comments here. Rob says he's got to get to the playoffs. So nothing doesn't matter. Obviously, we're just projecting right now. I think what separates CJ's rookie season is that how good he was in the clutch and pressure moments. Won a lot of games on final drives.
True.
Yeah.
They need another weapon on offense. CJ had a lot more weapons his rookie year.
Nigga, he had Tank Dell. What are you talking about?
And Nico.
Yeah, he had Nico, but it was the majority him and Tank Dell getting it done.
They became new people last year, right?
They became a 1-2 punch until he fucking had the injury.
Nico was an IR before CJ arrived. Cody says, I want to see how Daniels plays in the grimy hard to win games and see him pull them out. Yeah. I think that will show a lot if he has the poise CJ had his rookie season.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the biggest things that impressed me last year was when CJ led the lead for the Texans to beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
And then obviously this year, Daniels and Washington did the same thing. So that's when we really realized that Daniels like, oh shit, he might be something. Yeah. And then Cody says Dell was injured. Yeah, but he died in the middle of the season. He didn't die before. And then he got shot. And then he got shot in the offseason. So geez, man. I don't know if Alex is back for it. I don't know if he'll be able to answer it, but I know he's busy with some home repair stuff right now.
Hey, so look, listen, their next 2-3 games is going to be tough.
Okay,
that's going to show.
Talk to me. What are they?
They got the Browns, and then they got the Ravens.
Okay, the Browns ain't going to be tough because Deshaun is not even playing well.
But that defense is still playing. That's what I want to see. I mean, it's a great defense he's going to be going against.
You're right. You're right.
Defense, and then he's going to be going. That's a good starter defense for pressure. And then, because, I mean, you got to face Myles Garrett. I don't think that line is ready for Myles Garrett. So that's one. And then you got JOK. Then you got the Denzel Ward, Newsome on the outside. And then the follow that week, you got to go against, you know what I'm saying, Baltimore and all them goons.
It'll be interesting. We're going to see Lamar and Lamar Jr. play each other to see how the defense handles that. Because if you're really looking at it, and I know it's only 1 month, so I don't want to overhype it too much. Right now, Jaden Daniels, the way his numbers is going, his projection right now looks better than Lamar.
Yeah.
But that's obviously because he obviously studied Lamar, right? Lamar has like a 6-7 year start on him. So obviously he's modeling a lot of his game of what Lamar is doing, but he's doing it at a better passing rate.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it's going to go. It's going to be a really good game, and it's a true test. And as Cody says, it will be a reality check. Possibly.
Yeah. And then he get the Panthers after that. So,
that's a buy for everybody. Not unless who they beat a few weeks ago. Who the Saints beat?
Man, dude.
The Raiders? It was the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Those clowns. I'm
sure. So he'll get the Panthers, and then we get the matchup we want to see him versus Caleb. So that's week 8.
Week 8, okay.
Yeah.
We know Alex is gonna feel something. Alex, are you here? No. Okay, cool. We'll move on from it. We'll see what he comes back to. All right, second question, guys. Despite starting 3-0, are you concerned about the Steelers and or the Bills are fraudulent for a postseason run?
No. Mm-mm.
You don't think their losses this weekend affected their projections or made you see them in any different light?
No, I don't think so. Solely because unless Josh Allen gets hurt, that's the only thing I'm taking away from the Bills. That's the only person that can derail the Bills is Josh Allen. And then I think everybody kind of agrees or alludes to constantly is like, man, Pittsburgh goes as Mike Tomlin goes. If Mike Tomlin ain't hurt or TJ Watt ain't hurt, Pittsburgh is going to find a way to scrap it out, and they're going to end up in the playoffs or at least with a fighting shot. You know
why does Mike Tomlin got to be hurt? God damn.
No, I'm just saying, as long as he's there, they're gonna do what they gonna do. Like that's just that's just the Pittsburgh way. Like that's
their ninja way.
They're grit, they're grimy. You know what I'm saying? They always scrap it out. They found ugly ways to win, and I mean, Justin seems to be like seamlessly fitting into that culture. And the guys they're balling, man. So you know what I'm saying? They're finding ways to get it done. And it's just I think they're gonna end up there at the end of the season, both of those teams.
Cool. Jeff, any different answer for you?
I agree with the Steelers are gonna be good, right? Because of defense. And it looks like Fields is getting better and better. If they have any kind of like mediocrity in offense, I think they're going to be competitive, right? The Steelers, the Bills, the Bills are like that, right? They're hot, they're cold, they're hot, they're cold. Like last year they were real cold, and then they went hot at the end of the season, made that playoff run, and then they were, they ran into the KC. The Bills, I mean, I think they're going to be fine. They're going to be a playoff team. Are they going to be able to get it done? Who knows, right? But it's 1 week, right? Like, they didn't look good against Baltimore. They're going to have to play them again, maybe down the line in the playoffs. And I would think they would put up a better fight than that.
I guess my main concern for the Bills is that they don't really have that star guy on the defensive side. Mm-hmm. That really, like Matt Milano would have been huge for them this past weekend.
Huge.
And obviously, they have a lot of new young guys. They started DeMar Hamlin. They really try to feature DeMar Hamlin with the media this last few weeks, and then they got cooked, so there's nothing to talk about. But
he did that one pick.
So I mean, Alex, I don't know if you heard the question, but are you concerned about the Steelers or the Bills for being frauds in the postseason run?
No, absolutely not. So. I think those are the two teams that actually are built pretty good. and probably built for the postseason than any other team in the AFC.
Nice. All right. And guys, please, if you can, hop onto YouTube if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube and give us a like, share the video, and subscribe. Do truly appreciate it. Next question. Pretty much just a game that we had like last week. Can you rank from 1 through 7 all the 3-1 NFL teams?
Damn.
I'll give you the names of the teams.
Let's see them.
The Texans, the Steelers, the Buccaneers, the Bills, the Commies, Lions, and the Seahawks.
Please don't call them that again, bro. Oh shit!
So
That's tough. This is way tougher than last week. All these teams.
it's 7 teams. It's a little more than 5. Yeah, so it's a little tougher. So out of these teams, do we still feel the Seahawks are fraudulent?
I think
so. I don't think Seattle. I mean, they put up points last. Like they're not fraudulent, but like they're not Super Bowl contenders. If that's what you're asking, you know what I mean?
I guess I'm saying, are they playoff contenders? Like, are they going to be a threat in the playoffs?
No, I don't think so. I just think, man, they shoot themselves in the foot. Like they're not interested. They have no identity, bro. Like every other team has an identity. Like if I name a team, like you already know what they're gonna do. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't feel like they have that. Like I don't know, man.
I mean, their D can't give up. What is it? 42 points. What was it last night? 42.
Yeah, 42.
That I mean, they're obviously their offense is explosive, right? That Kenneth Walker looked like he looked fast as hell last night, and it looked like they can put up points. They got to figure it out defensively for sure.
Well, I mean, if DK doesn't fumble early too, right? That whole 7-point swing is right there. 14-point swing.
When you can score that much, you can be dangerous, But yeah, like. He gets to help out a little bit, but yeah, for sure. And then that touchdown, that wasn't a touchdown. Like there's a lot of they're good.
Okay. So we agree on Seahawks. I guess we could do it as a team, so that way you don't have to go crazy about it.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to. I mean, if you're down, or we do it individually, however you want. Because I don't have my list. I ranked. I have not listed ranked at all. If I had to guess my number 1 team out of all these teams. It would probably be, as far as powerhouse everywhere, it would probably be the Lions.
Yeah, I was going to say Detroit number 1 for me, unanimous.
Because once they get going, I mean, like how we saw last night, like offensively, they can go. Defensively, obviously, they were without Brian Branch. Aiden Hutchinson's been a sack monster. You can say Buffalo Bills probably second.
Yeah, I would go Buffalo. I would go Buffalo with Pittsburgh 2 and 3.
Pittsburgh 3, okay. No argument for the Texans. You don't want to.
Yeah, my first question was the Texans and the Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's defense good. Baker looking good. I think they look alright.
Yeah.
It's tough, right? It's tough.
This one's tough. I was trying to do Detroit, Buffalo, Tampa. Detroit, Buffalo, Tampa,
Pittsburgh, Texans,
Houston,
Commies.
Those guys.
So I guess the big factor is: would you think the Commanders or Seahawks are the bottom? Obviously, the Commanders.
I'm going with the Commanders over the Seahawks.
Okay. So
they're definitely the last two.
Okay, so it's Seahawks last and then Commies second to last. Okay, so sorry, it's almost easier to say the freaking Commanders.
So Detroit is Detroit, Buffalo, Buccaneers, Steelers,
Houston,
Commanders, Seahawks.
Okay. Any pushback for the fact that the Seahawks got their 3 wins, but they were all bad teams. It was Skylar Thompson and the Dolphins, Jacoby Brissett and the Patriots, and first week of Bo Nix in Denver. That feels right. Last for them is right. because I was really impressed with the Washington Commanders beating the Bengals. The way they stomped Arizona was crazy. And then the Giants game was whatever, right? It was a field goal game for them. So
I think we have Texans a little. I mean, it's hard to put the Texans that low, but I get it. Their defense
you can't
really
put them high though either.
Yeah,
they got
their
mollywopped
defense
by
hasn't been looking
Minnesota.
too good.
Yeah.
And they almost lost to the Jaguars. They'd be really if Doug Peterson doesn't get in his way, the Jags might have actually beaten them.
Yeah, they finally played a game.
So
yeah, Texans D is hurting them.
Cody says nope. Texans O-line take them out competition with Tampa and Pitt. So no O-line for them. He's a Texans fan and he does not agree that they're in competition with them.
O-line, yeah.
Cody says wow. He says hell no. I think we're talking about the Commanders. He says Seahawks actually got defense. That's an argument. The problem is though that the defense didn't show up great last night. They let 42 points happen, and then the teams they beat, like I said, are just mediocre, really bad teams, like lottery picks. They beat lottery pick teams. Like that's really what it is. Milton says Tampa Bay beat the best competition. They've beaten.
I like Tampa Bay.
They've beaten the Lions. They just beat Philly, and they beat the Commanders. So they already had the Commanders. So we're not worried about that. The Lions one, it wasn't pretty, but they got the job done. And then the Philly one, they smashed them. So do we want to move up Tampa at all? Maybe above?
Who was their loss to? That ugly loss?
Denver.
Denver. That was ugly, bro.
They lost.
And it was at home.
What?
And it was at home.
So what's an uglier loss? The Lions losing. Was that at home against the Buccaneers?
Yeah, that was at home too. Yeah,
that was a 4-point game though.
Yeah, and they had a chance to win it.
Yeah. What was
just dropped the pass. I think
the Bills got beat by 25 points, but that was an away game.
Yeah.
And then Tampa lost at home by 26-7.
Yeah.
So I think we could leave them at 3. I mean, they're probably
they're
a better
right
team. They're probably a better team, but it's like Commanders defense is bleh. Like, Seahawks still bad too. Still better than Commanders defense though. You can't argue otherwise. Hey, you know what? I know many people are not giving them respect for it. Arizona and Kyler Murray have been putting up some numbers, and they held them down to 14 points. So I'm not gonna be like, eh. And then Milton says entire D-line was hurt, I must admit. You must have quit because the next man up is part of the game.
But who's the D-line?
All right, now I'm back for sure. All right.
Okay, do you want to rank 1 through 7? We kind of got our ranking. Let's see if you agree. So number 1 was Lions. We're ranking the 3-1 teams. So Buffalo was 2, Tampa was 3, Pittsburgh 4, Houston 5, Washington 6, and Seattle 7.
Oh, Houston's kind of low.
They're not doing that well. They're not. They have the worst point differential of any of the 3-1 teams. I want to throw that out there.
Yeah, I've a lot of it though is because I had some concerns during the offseason about their secondary and their defense. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people like them with the Hunter thing or whatever, like their pickup. I really didn't like it, but they've been pretty consistent though from week to week. I mean, they're still pulling it out. I know the Jags game was a little close for everybody, but that's a divisional game. So
it's always gonna be different when it's divisional.
Yeah, it's always gonna be different.
Yep. Okay, but I mean, I think we'll settle there. I think we did it as a team. So good shit, guys. That was tough. That's 7 teams. It's a lot tougher to make a list than last week's list.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 4: if Sam Darnold finishes the Vikings year with a postseason run, possibly a division title, should he be the starter for Minnesota next year over JJ McCarthy?
Yeah. I think it's his job to lose. I mean, I feel like you have to go with
a hot hand.
Not only a hot hand, but you have to go with the cohesiveness, like the continuity that they already established, the rapport. Because starting the offseason, I don't think they really saw too much out of him. So it was kind of like a battle to just go from there. But, I mean, it wouldn't be bad for him to sit behind Sam Darnold and just kind of learn. I think one thing I was watching with Cam Newton, he was talking about that, like, why don't we allow rookies to sit no more? You know what I mean? Like the way they used to. I mean, a lot of great quarterbacks came up out of that system. I think like Aaron Rodgers came up great behind Brett Favre, Romo in his situation, Dak in his situation. You know, so many guys were able to sit before they got the chance to like take the field and take over an organization and like go lead. Like I think now guys are just thrown out there. It's either you're a make or break. You either got it or you don't. And you consider the Mitchell Trubisky or Mason Rudolph, you know what I mean, if you will. Like, so I don't know. I think it would be his job to lose because I think he's already just showing you just like he has the locker room. You know what I mean? And if he makes a run that far and wins, like how can you go backwards? Like it's my question. So,
all right, Alex, Jeff, any answer for that?
I mean, you seen it with Kirk Cousins last year, right? I think if you put anybody in that scheme, you're gonna have kind of similar numbers what Sam Darnold's doing. I do believe though if he plays good, then yes, he's gonna have to start him next year. Plus, you don't have that's even better for the Viking situation anyway because JJ could like James said he could learn another year, and it'll actually benefit both teams and the thing is, I think Sam Darnold's already getting up there in age, right? So, do you want to give him that extension contract when the time is up? And then, and my view was probably not because you saw what it did with Kirk Cousins. You know, you gave him the bag, and then everybody started shitting on him because he wasn't having those big moments.
But, yeah, you could probably give Sam. You could probably like how Baker has it right now. You could probably do something about between 30 to 35 mil. You don't gotta give them something too crazy.
But I wouldn't do that though. I mean, I'm just saying like
I'm saying like a 2-year deal. Like I'm saying like a 2-year deal after this year, and see like how like so you can really see if JJ's like ready after year 3 or 4.
Yeah, I mean like that's a win-win situation for the Vikings.
I think Sam's only in his I say only right. I think he's in his 7th year, right? Because he was drafted in 2018 with the Allen, Lamar, and Baker. So it should be his 7th year. And then Milton says he's only 28, 29. So yeah, around that range. So not bad. Jeff, do you have any different answer?
No, yeah, same thing. Yeah, luckily they have the whole season to evaluate Sam. If he really does this the whole season, I think I agree with them. Let AJ learn off him the next year, 2, 3 years, but then even down the line, you're gonna have to make a decision at one point, right? AJ's gonna want a shot, but yeah, like even Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for a minute, right? So yeah, I think it would be. It's a good situation to have 2 good quarterbacks. I mean, we don't even know of AJ how good he is, but next offseason and getting ready for next season, they'll be able to evaluate him and how he looks compared to Sam. But yeah, I agree. If you got a good quarterback in Sam, you found one, I would stick with him.
Cody says no, he's 27, even younger than you think. So I think that's actually Joe Burrow's age. I think Joe Burrow's about 27, 28. So okay.
Old ass man.
Whoa, Chingado way. Aren't you older? All right. One more football question before we get into some basketball questions, guys.
Damn.
All right. Had Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. chosen Chicago instead of Tampa, would Chicago have won their 2nd Super Bowl?
Yep.
Translate to English. What the hell did you just say?
He said if Tom Brady chose Chicago versus Tampa, would Chicago have won the Super Bowl?
But it wouldn't have worked though because Tom Brady wanted more money.
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, because the list said that what he said was they only offered him 10 mil.
But that was all they could offer him though, because if you look at that team, they had a lot of money on the books, and that team was fucking stacked. Like their defense was stacked. I think that year they had Allen Robinson.
Khalil Mack was still there. Roquan Smith was still there.
Yeah, we had a pretty good team, and I think we were like a double doink from beating Philly. that year.
It was
That was
the year before.
but like
Who
the
was
same
the receivers on that team?
Allen Robinson, Darnell Mooney.
Yeah.
No, it was Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller, Taylor. Was it Gabriel? Who else was on the team?
I think that was Mooney's rookie year, bro.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think it was his rookie year.
Yeah, it was. So I'm gonna answer your question. I'm saying yes, because their defense was crazy, and I think that's all really Brady needed. He probably would have been like a receiver away from like getting what he wanted, because
Well, he would have had them trade for Gronk. That's
They would have to got some.
Yeah. Not only that, but I mean too, he would have brought in they would have brought in some free agent pieces.
Think about it. They beat him. The Bears beat him that year.
He forgot it was 4th down.
That was the game. That was the game.
Yeah. It's 5th down, Tom. It's over.
No, but dude, Tom Brady got fucked up against the Bears that game.
The defense were eating him. Yeah,
they were eating him like they're eating their lunch, man. But if they would have got Tom Brady, I think they would have won the Super Bowl.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, they won the Super Bowl because all Brady would have needed was the guys he would have just needed the guys he needed at wide receiver position. Like if he would have got the guys that he wanted, I mean, granted he to QB the Bucks was just different, bro. Like you get Gronk, you get Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
You add in.
So just to throw out the names out there of who was on the team, David Montgomery was the leading rusher. Tariq Cohen was the second one, but he got hurt after 3 games.
Tariq Cohen was a fucking beast.
Yeah, he was nice at the time. Allen Robinson, Darnell Mooney, Anthony Miller were your 3 top receivers. Jimmy Graham was there. So if you had traded for Gronk, you could have had
Jimmy Graham and Gronk.
I think Jimmy Graham had 7 touchdowns that year.
Bro, that would have been like Aaron
8.
Hernandez.
He had 8. Jimmy Graham had 8 touchdowns.
He led the touchdowns for the receivers.
Yeah. Bro, that would have been like Aaron Hernandez and
slow down. Don't do Aaron Hernandez like that. He was
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm saying to give Tom Brady 2 big ass 6'6" targets. Like
I'm saying, Jimmy Graham played good that year.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, you giving him those 2 pieces, bro. That's crazy.
So we'll never know. But I thought it was interesting that he was like, yeah, they were one of the teams out there that no one knew about, but they could have gotten me. It makes me wonder though, was it like so? There's this reveal that they were the team that were like, you're sticking with that guy as in Trubisky. Are we finding out that this is the team?
I think everybody knows though. I think he came out. It was like Carr.
I know Carr was one of at least what we thought for a while, but then it's so random that he brought up Chicago in this conversation. I know that obviously he brought his notes and stuff, and his partner was like asking about it, but I was like, dang. One real thing here from our comments here. Cody says, "Oops, did not try to do that." He says, "Fuck no, Chicago would not have won." Milton says easily because obviously he's a Patriots fan. He knows what Tom Brady can do. He says, as we've seen, Brady don't need all pros
at all, bro. Give me the scraps. Watch me work.
Cody says, don't forget, #Matt Nagy.
Matt Nagy won Coach of the Year the year before that.
2 years before that. 2 years.
It was the year before that.
That's 2018.
I think it was 18, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's 2 years prior. We're talking about 2020.
That same year, they made the playoffs. I think they lose to the Saints, right? Trubisky throws a dime to Wims against the Saints, and he drops it.
Yeah, it was 2018. Alex when y'all won, so 2 years before Tom Brady could have possibly joined y'all because that's when y'all went 12-4, and then the double doink happened. So that was 2 years after the double doink.
But that's the year they played the Saints in the playoffs, right?
No, this is just Philly. Let me see. The next year, 2019.
No, I'm talking about whenever Tom Brady was.
Oh yeah, Tom Brady beat the Saints. Yeah, in 2020.
But I'm talking about the Bears played the Saints in the first round.
Oh yes, you're right. 9-21. Is that where Trubisky won the Nickelodeon MVP?
That's where Rich Trubisky threw a fucking dime to He wins in the back of the end zone on a flea flicker.
Bro,
It was like a 70-yard bomb, and fucking
Answer the
Wentz
question,
dropped
Alex.
it.
Was he the Nickelodeon MVP?
Yeah, I think he was.
Oh.
I think he was the best. Honestly, I think he was the best player that was and throughout the whole game.
I don't. Oh, depending on the kids' vote, you know.
That's-
All right, we got our boy Joe in the chat. He says, "What's up, fellas? R.I.P. Pete Rose and
Man, for
Combo.
real, bro.
Pete
Hey,
Rose,
man,
bro.
if y'all watch Coming to America, man, we lost the franchise, man.
I think Pete Rose was that one hit hard, bro.
We lost Mr. McDowell, bro. We lost Mr. McDowell.
He was robbed the Hall of Fame. I will not deny it." And then he says, "Baseball playoff is upon us, and it
Thank you,
is
Joe.
magical."
Joe, we need to do a podcast with baseball. I can't have these guys here because they'll fall asleep on me.
Yeah.
Joe, we need to do a baseball podcast.
Sorry.
If you ain't talking about the best, I don't want to hear them.
All right, let's get into
Sorry.
some basketball topics, guys. All right. As we know, our beloved Derrick Rose has retired. What Derrick Rose game, sequence, or moment lives rent-free in your head?
The dunk on Steve Nash.
Steve Nash.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean Gortat? Was it Gortat?
Gordon Dragic.
Yeah.
Was that Gordon Dragic? No, I think he dunked on both of them.
He didn't
Mine
know
was,
that.
He dunked
Mine
on both
was-
of them from the same spot with the same dunk.
I'm Googling it right now because now I have Alzheimer's. Now y'all got me fucked up.
He dunked. It was Gordon Dragic with the Miami Heat, and then he dunked on Steve Nash on the baseline.
There's a dunk on Steve Nash. So
It's from the same spot.
what the fuck?
It was
That's not
two
what I
back
clicked.
scratchers.
That's not what I clicked.
Like,
Nah, well, just to buy some time, yeah. Like I'll always nothing like one play doesn't stand out. He had so many. His explosiveness, his hops, his dunks. I remember watching him that championship game in Memphis, and them losing, but just being like, "Damn, that boy's cold." Like he's just like he was just fucking insane, right? Yeah, I remember so much of him. And but yeah, he was just so quick, and he could. He was so like ambidextrous. He could just switch hands. He could just score on you with the layups either way, all the way. And he was something special to watch.
Mine was like,
we were wrong, James. It was Dragic. He just had Nash's hairstyle.
Yeah.
oh,
It was Dragic.
Yeah.
Dragic.
mine. I mean, just like I just remember the games because for me that was probably the best time in the NBA. Like I don't care what nobody says. Like that's that little era right there was. I mean, the Eastern Conference was like truly an Eastern Conference. He was over there. You had Boston was still powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like Toronto was competitive. Like LeBron was by himself in Miami. You know what I mean? Like, and that Chicago team was just loaded, man. Like a young Jimmy Butler, Kirk Heinrich. You had Boozer. You had I forgot the other power forward's name. Then he was a journeyman. But they were just so competitive, man. And he was just when he first took the court with them, bro, it was this kid is finna. You saw what he was finna do with that team. He was just that good. So Prime DRose, I don't know who had it on Facebook. Somebody posted it, but he's a Hall of Famer. I don't care what nobody say.
That was me.
DRose is Hall of Fame, dog. He's Hall of Fame.
Well, we'll discuss that in a little bit. Thank you for spoiling it. But thank you.
Sorry, but yeah, he's going. I mean, because basketball ain't like the NFL.
So without continuing that part of the conversation, anyone else got an option? Because we do have some reminders here. The game winner against the Cavs. That was sexy.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
The
March Madness run with Memphis was a crazy beast.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Joe says, if only Tibbs didn't play him so hard and he learned how to land after jumping. LeBronto.
So, my favorite, I had a bunch, but one of my favorites was I'm from Chicago. Everybody knows that, and everybody in school knew that. Everybody in school knew that, and at that time, Chicago just drafted DRose, and everybody here is Spurs fans. Everybody knows that. So whenever the Bulls would play the Spurs, it was beautiful to watch because Derrick Rose was single-handedly fucking beat Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker and made him look silly. So like the next day I would go to school and brag, and it was pretty cool, man. Because like at that time we only had Chicago's backcourt was Derrick Rose and Keith Bogut, so they're like, yeah. So that should tell you something. But it was
Stat man, pull up the record versus the Spurs in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, if we would have met in the finals, we know what time it is. But
But
Spurs weren't really a regular season game. But I went to. I want to see him, dude. I took my dad, my niece, my buddy. I went deep to the Spurs, and it was right before he got hurt. It was like one of the last times you could see him in San Antonio. It probably was the last time. And he took us, and it was a close game, but they won. Chicago won.
That was like those were some of my here moments, but I think my favorite one was against Kobe Bryant on Christmas Day. That was my favorite DRose moment, and then of course probably series was against even though we lost the series was against the Boston Celtics. We took them a 7. Nobody thought we were gonna have a chance. We were the 8th seed. I think that was the best series from high and the low.
I just want y'all to know that I was there for Derrick Rose's last matchup with the Bulls against the Spurs in Christmas Day, and did we whoop that ass?
Derrick Rose played that day.
He should have.
No,
he didn't play much.
No, because I went there too, and Derrick Rose didn't play. And we had Jimmy Butler.
That was after the injury, or when was that?
Yeah,
it was after injury.
Yeah. It was because I remember I bought the tickets, and Derrick Rose didn't play. We had Jimmy Butler, and I think we had Paul Gasol.
You did not have
he was never the same.
Am I looking at the wrong year? Hold on,
yeah, you're probably looking at the wrong year.
Well, I went to a Christmas game, and no, that's right. Either way, we whooped that Chicago ass. No, that's it. That was the right game. Okay, I guess Derrick Rose wasn't there already. Oh, he left the summer before. That's what it was. He had just left the summer before. He wasn't there anymore.
But yeah, man, that was some of my favorite memories. It was crazy because like growing up, everybody knew who he was.
All right, Jameson, and during what's it called? What Derrick Rose's like happy good times. Let's see. Spurs all-time record is 59-40 against the Bulls. As far as the time when Derrick Rose was there, he was drafted in 08, right, boys? So the Spurs beat them in 08 both times. They lost in the 09 season. No, wait. Jesus. Sorry, fellas. Holy crap. In the 08-09 season, the Spurs won both games. In the 09-10 season, they lost both games. In the 10-11, they split. In 12, it was a shortened season. That one I went to, and we lost that one. That was here at home. In 13, after Derrick Rose, this was the year Derrick Rose wasn't even there that year. Spurs won both games, and then split every year after that while Derrick Rose was there. So say more wins, but I mean health wise, yeah, it's a split. Actually, it's 3-3 when he was during his prime, or 3-4.
I would say that those games against the Spurs were pretty good. Pretty like Derrick Rose had good games against them.
Yeah, I'm just letting him put that 50 point on us when he played for Memphis. Oh no, was it? Minnesota. Sorry.
Well, you know what's crazy, man? This dude had a MVP season in year 2. Like that's wild.
Yeah, he was gonna be something. He was gonna be it.
Year 2.
And then people bring up that LeBron had a better year that year. Fuck, LeBron played with fucking 3 other Hall of Famers on that damn team.
Yes, in Rose's second year, it was still the Cavaliers.
No, I'm talking no. What year was that? Whenever they said that LeBron was had a way better year than Derrick Rose.
I'm assuming you're talking about when Derrick Rose actually won the MVP.
And I guess
it wasn't there before because
it wasn't. It wasn't whenever he was with Miami.
Yeah, the first 2 years that Derrick Rose in the league, LeBron was still with the Cavs.
Yeah.
And then his third year is when he won the MVP. So, And then his 4th year is when his leg went to shit. All right, his leg. 35, bro. Retiring at 35. That just, sadly his legs just can't keep going. All right. Good shit, guys. Now going back to a freaking question that Jay spoiled. Is Derrick Rose worthy of entering the Basketball Hall of Fame? Not NBA, just Basketball Hall of Fame. As of right now, where he ended his career, he only has a 10% chance of getting in.
And it's a loaded question, right? Because no doubt, if he didn't get hurt, he would have, like first ballot Hall of Fame or whatever.
It's not a what if scenario, bro.
No,
That's the sad part.
Yeah, that's the hard part. He did win MVP, but other than that, I mean, his whole fucking career was just so short. I mean, I get it. A lot of people make it in the NBA Hall of Fame, but yeah, and he did play after that, right? And I mean, as best as he could or whatever. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I would have to look at all the Hall of Famers that are in there and compare. But I mean, of course, I want him to be. Of course, I would love him to be in it. But man, his career was just shut up.
What is Alex?
No, I'm saying because he brought up if I were to see the other guys in the Hall of Fame, that's what I have a point. If you look at the Hall of Fame, a lot of those players are I wouldn't say have a DRose type of career, but a lot of them had injuries. I think way worse than what Rose did, and after injury did not perform well and still made the Hall of Fame.
So my pushback, because I know James's answer is that he is a Hall of Famer. My pushback that he's not is that you're right. A lot of these guys also did not accomplish much after they got hurt. The problem is, Alex, is that he has a 1-year, career in college, which was great, right? It went to the final 2. He went to the championship game, but they didn't win it, right? But he still made it there. That's an accomplishment. He was an All-American that year. So that's 2 accomplishments. And when you pull back everything else he's done, Rookie of the Year, Rookie First Team, All-NBA First Team 1 year, MVP, a 3-time All-Star, and a FIBA World Cup gold medalist 2 times. So that's his accomplishment. When you're comparing it to the guys you brought up in the comments, when I made that post, the Tracy McGrady's, the Grant Hills, I think you said Yao Ming. All these guys had a bigger career before they got hurt. They had multiple All-NBAs. They had multiple awards, a bigger college career before they went down to injury, and then their career took their trajectory. Whereas Derrick Rose, sadly, his time span is 5 years, whereas all these other guys were 7, 8 before they went down. And then if you add college, maybe just a little more. So that's the tough part. That's why he only has a 10% chance right now.
The thing is too, Grant Hill was a pretty good college basketball player, right?
Whoa.
Pretty good.
No, he was pretty good.
You gotta put some respect on Hill.
So the question, what I'm getting at is that Derrick Rose was so good that he came out year 1, right? Grant Hill probably could have came out year 1, but Grant Hill was not doing the same thing Derrick Rose was doing in that 1 year that what Derrick Rose did in Memphis to what?
James talk to him, James.
Do you watch
basketball? I don't even know if he was born yet. I don't even know if he was born yet. He wasn't born yet. He wasn't born yet.
So tell me who do you have on that team, Grant Hill?
Oh my God! You don't watch? No, I'm not making. No, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. Listen. Just make your argument for Derrick Rose.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not.
So he's bringing up.
But you're disrespecting Grant Hill. I'm not even going to explain the history of it because it don't even matter. It wouldn't even matter to you.
The question. What he's saying.
Hold on, Alex. Let me run down what Grant Hill was before his NBA career.
Wow.
He is a 2-time NCAA champion. 2 times.
At Duke.
91, 92. He's still 2 times.
Oh my God.
First team
great.
All-American in 94. Second team All-American 93. Defensive Player of the Year 93. Player of the Year 94. All ACC 93 and 94. First team. Second team All ACC 92.
So
That's a lot more than what Derek.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying if so you're giving Derrick Rose pretty much pushback because he did not stay in college like how he did.
I'm saying his resume's too light.
That's exactly what I'm saying though. You're punishing him because he came out of college early.
But that's still part of the history. That's what the Basketball Hall of Fame looks at. It's your resume. If you have one sheet of paper of resume versus a freaking big old essay or a book, of course you're not going to get it. Now I'm telling you, because we've all talked about the what ifs and like how much we respect his game. Derrick Rose is one of those guys, and he would have been a guarantee Hall of Famer. But you can't push back that because a guy like Grant Hill chose to be dominant in college, stay longer, and he still had a great another 7-8 years in the NBA. You can't really denigrate what he did just to make the argument. I think that's what James is making, of course, because he was.
The thing is that I'm saying if Grant Hill would have came out in the first year, right, those other accolades would have never mattered, because you're using that as against Derrick Rose. That's what I'm saying. Like,
he still would have had the champ. He would have been champion. Let's get that right out of the way. He in his first 2 years, he won. He was an NCAA champion. So we got to put that out there.
Duke and Memphis are two different damn fucking like schools, bro. Like
if Memphis had won the title that year with Derrick Rose, it doesn't matter, right? Because they won, right? That's all that matters in the history books. It's who wins, right? It's the accomplishment, right? It's the win. That's what they're looking at, right? They're looking at the win. It doesn't matter what school you went to. They're looking at the win, right?
So
my thing is this: at the end of the day, shortened or not shortened, what he's done in minimal time, I believe, for me, has what almost outlasts some of those guys if you go and look at the Basketball Hall of Fame. And I'm talking Basketball Hall of Fame or Naismith, NBA, whatever, collectively. That's just me. I think like what he did like in that short stint is enough for me to say he deserves it. Because not only did he have a freaking insane high school career, but what he did collegiately for that 1 year, and then what he did in a short time with the Chicago Bulls. Like, I think he's done enough to be put in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, I mean, some people vote against it, but I just truly believe he does.
Yeah, he got your vote for sure.
He has your vote, but again, I listened to everything Grant Hill did, and I get it. He had 4 years to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I mean,
third team All-American.
Bro,
and NCAA finalist.
But you can't compare careers like that. I don't like.
Exactly
you brought up Grant Hill, Alex.
Because I'm using him as like a reference. Like how are you gonna?
If you had referenced a guy who went to 1 year of college and he's a Hall of Famer, that would have been better than you.
So like Yao Ming never went to college.
No, use Brandon Roy. Don't use Yao Ming.
Yao Ming had an international career. Like that's tough too, because he was pro at a young age. He went to pro really young.
So it's like no matter what Derrick Rose did before he got
we're just saying you got to bring someone else that's a Hall of Famer that is about equal. Like you got to give us a demonstration. What guy only really had a 5-year span?
Exactly.
To build a Hall
Nobody
of Fame
has
career.
done what he did. That's what we're trying to tell you.
So is there anyone close? Because honestly, that's the tough part. That's why he's only 10%, because he doesn't have the resume to be a Hall of Famer. Yes, the athleticism, what he impressed in short time was awesome, but it's not enough. We can't just put everyone in the Hall of Fame. I know there's a lot of people that get thrown into the Hall of Fame, but they really shouldn't be thrown in the Hall of Fame. Shut your whore mouth.
But you can definitely say
he's trolling. He's trolling. Don't you take the bait? Don't you take the bait?
Don't get sidetracked. I'm saying is DRose was like I say popular, but like he had such an influence on like young kids. Like even my niece liked him, right? Like she was like 6 years old. Like he like Grant Hill was like ultra famous, popular, had all the commercials, right? DRose was that, right? He was a big influencer as a basketball person because he was just that good. And like if they throw him in the Hall of Fame, I am not gonna be like, oh, he shouldn't be in there. You won't hear nothing from me. You know what I mean?
I don't think too many people will vote against it though. I mean, of course, well, the powers that be, yes. But I mean, as far as
those old sports writers,
That's who the thing. That's who you're gonna have to freaking.
But my thing is like, because I think it was, I don't know who was talking about it the other day. They were comparing. It was some podcast I was watching on YouTube, and they were talking about who career would you rather have, Drew Holiday or Damian Lillard's. And they were speaking of the fact that, like, yes, Drew Holiday accumulated $200 million over his career. He has 2 titles that he played a large role in. But Damian Lillard has, like, you know, the career, the accolades. He was a star player. Like, which one would you take? And what made me proud was, like, when you play basketball or whatever you do that you do great, like, when you get the respect of your peers, that's ultimately what matters. You don't care what nobody else thinks. You know what I mean? Like, so for me as a hooper, I'm going to choose Damian Lillard. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what he did. Like, I know the hooper that he is. Drew Holiday is great. Great basketball player. Somebody I would want my kids to model after. Like, this is how you play the game. Unselfish. You know what I'm saying? No ego. Team player. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I want you to have. I want you to understand that. But as a hooper, like, I want you to model yourself after Damian Lillard. So, like, for me, I'm speaking like Derrick Rose. Like, Derrick Rose, the hoopers know. Like, I don't care what the journalists say, the analysts say, the podcast say, ESPN, FS1. I don't care all the, like, the pivot, I am athlete. I don't care what those guys got to say, but the hoopers know who DRose was.
Like James brought up like a pretty good point about the peers, because whenever he retired, you saw everybody outpour on social media. Even before then, people still talk about like how it was whenever you played against the Bulls and Derrick Rose, and it is, I think, people don't think it might not speak volume, but I think it speaks a lot of volume whenever your peers talk about you that certain way.
That's all that matters, man. I don't care. I would give two. I mean, like, I would. Man, Stephen A. Smith can call me. Like, if I was Ben Simmons, Stephen A. Smith can call me hot trash. I do not care. Like, my peers know what I do when I get on the court. Like, at the end of the day, like, we sit here and call Ben Simmons trash, but the people that played with him when he was, you know what I'm saying, when he was in his bag, they knew what it was like. They knew what prime Ben Simmons was, even if it was for half a season. That was prime Ben Simmons.
I get that, guys. At the end of the end, for me, it's like, again, like, it's a 5-year span. That's what we have to, like, sadly, that's his thing. Because at the end, he did keep playing.
But that's a strong 5 years. That's a strong 5.
Not even if that though, too. Like, he still performed good in New York and some of those playoff games. Like, some of those Hall of Fame guys that we have in there didn't even perform well in the playoffs. Derrick Rose was a playoff performer.
That might be true, Alex, but at the end of the day, too, it's the thing, man. It's just we have to rely on the media to vote on him.
I understand
the players is not going to be – the peer aspect is not going to help, respectfully. It's just not. Yeah, everyone's going to talk about – there's always podcasts. There's always stuff where people are talking about these older guys that never got there. It just sucks. It is what it is. He went, another 11, 12 years after the injury? 10 years? It's just tough. It's just tough. Yeah. And I get it. As Jeff said earlier, if he was there without the injury, he maybe could have won a championship, maybe another MVP, something. We don't know. It's all what
he would have been an all-star every year. He would have been those guys. It's just tough because you don't have a comparison with another guy. Bill Walton would have been the closest one, but Bill Walton was a monster in college, high school before that, so that's what they're going to create.
But I think like what gets me is that when people say is that, like, he wasn't the same. But then Joe he commented one of his favorite moments was he hit the shot over the Cavs. He had a good game against the Cavs, and that was after injury. So like he like people say, like, oh, he wasn't the same. He wasn't the same explosiveness, but he still played good. yeah, it's hard for me to take a backseat to people say he did not he wasn't as proficient because he did play well after injury.
Yeah, I agree with you. It just wasn't what he
Yeah.
was, right? But yeah, I mean, he was still. I mean, he stayed. You can't just stay in the NBA and not be good, right?
Yeah.
And he still. I was surprised he retired. Even I thought he had like one more year left in him. But even like watching Grant Hill after the injury, right? Watching him in Phoenix become a shooter, it's like damn, dude, like to see him what he was before and then what he turned in. But they adapt and they find a role, right? They become more role players than star players, and that's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's just another thing too. They might use the fact that they didn't have a far playoff run too. So I mean, I'm just saying it's just gonna be tough, bro. I just don't want to say he's a guarantee because then we're just gonna be disappointed if he never does make it.
All right,
Next question. The Timberwolves traded Karl Anthony Towns for Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and a first-round pick to the New York Knicks. What grade do you give the trade for each team, and does this make either team any better?
To me, it makes New York a lot better. You get rid of Julius Randle, who fucking goes underneath a shell in like the last 2 months of the season, and then in the playoffs. I don't want to hear no backlash from anybody that fucking always trashes Karl Anthony Towns. I know who it is, but then because I know you guys are gonna say that the New York Knicks won the trade. I think they did.
You think we're not gonna say that, or you think we are gonna say that?
No, I think you guys are gonna say that, but then a couple months ago, you guys were talking shit about Karl Anthony Towns.
I've been talking shit about Karl Anthony Towns' entire career,
Exactly.
so I don't want to say a couple of months ago. I've been saying it this entire career.
Yeah,
I'm consistent.
You can talk shit about him, and that's fine. He's definitely like the whole thing about this trade was the Timberwolves wanted to be cheap, right? They're a horrible organization. They weren't trying to get better. They're trying to be cheap, and it sucks, right? Because they had a good thing going there, and it's just like, wow, you're really gonna break up that team just because you're cheap. They're the Cincinnati Bengals. They're just a cheap ass team. So yeah, New York definitely got they wanted New York got better, and they got some role players down there.
Yeah, Jeff, turn the fan on, boy. You're cooking. You're cooking, boy. You're in the kitchen.
I mean that came out. It came out about that. It was Timberwolves.
So it was.
They're like in the midst of ownership change and shit. Like it's a mess over there.
Trying to fuck up Aaron Judge by sending the best player or second best player to the New York team. But go ahead, James. Go ahead. Actually,
no, you got it. You got it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say what was the thing was, yes, it was the second threshold they had passed, and what really hurt them was that trade with the Spurs for the 8th overall pick, which was Rob Dillingham. If they didn't trade for him, that this would not even have been an issue. They would never even have traded Karl Anthony Towns. But the fact is that now they had to pay a little more for their first round rookie. So they put him over they didn't want the luxury tax and all this bullshit. That's all on the owner, like Jeff said. And by unloading him onto New York, and New York's getting a nice discount by their best player, Jalen Brunson, it definitely helps. But like now, Minnesota, for me, it's like your best strengths were your size and your defense. And as much as Karl Anthony Towns, I don't like his inconsistency. I hate his lack of defense. I have to acknowledge this motherfucker was the one who's doing as much as he could as far as putting clamps on Nikola Jokic in the playoffs when Rudy Gobert wasn't. Mm-hmm. So I have to give him his props there. You're also now getting rid of your best shooter. Like and I get people are going to be like, well, Dante DiVincenzo, he can shoot. Yeah, but it does help that you could spread the paint with your 4, or who's really a 5, but your 4, and put them out in the corner and get some shots off, especially when Ant, Jaden McDaniels, Mike Conley aren't really those guys. That's really the role that Karl Anthony Towns. And so you lose your size, which was their biggest key factor, and then your closing unit is probably going to be a small ball unit, which is not your style.
Look, I mean, I was still trying to be like, man, I'm trying to think what Minnesota was thinking. Um,
They
uh,
wasn't
no,
shit.
no, but like Vincenzo had a couple good games right in the playoffs, and then like what series was it where he just went like ice cold?
Yeah, it had to be. It wasn't the Philly. No.
I don't. What was it? Was it
Well, what was
Was
the
it the
second round?
Pacers? Was
the
it the
Pacers?
Pacers?
The one they lost? No. I
Because
mean, it could have been, but that whole team was dead by then.
Yeah.
Like Brunson was out, Hart was collapsing.
yeah, I think it was that one.
So it could have been the Pacers because I guess he was the only last man standing. But either way, it's just like he's not the volume guy that it's Cat, like right? That's an all-star versus a role player. Like,
Yeah.
So is
And
he
what are
even
you
gonna
doing?
start?
I don't think so. He's not
Yeah,
a
I
starter.
was looking at the roster. I'm like, where do you fit him in?
Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniel, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert. By the way, now you have two guys that are stuck in the paint. That's another thing about the biggest, like,
Yeah, they've ruined that team.
it's not.
Unless they go small ball,
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
so then your small ball is Mike Conley because we saw in the playoffs. He's not a good playmaker, ball handler there. Then you put Dante. Then you move Ant to the 3. Then Randall, and then Gobert. It's still, unless you move Gobert out and put McDaniel, but still, it's like, whoo, I mean, I don't know what they're looking at.
That's enough. That's enough basketball talk, though. I'm mad that we talk about basketball and not baseball. Let's get this shit over with. I don't want to talk about
because it's better. I'm sorry, it's better. Let James James hasn't even really said much. I want to hear him.
I mean, it's to me, it's not much to comment on. Like, I mean, y'all kind of already hit the nail on the head. I think the rant from Jeff kind of speaks volumes of them being cheap, and that's like a perfect comparison to Cincinnati. But it's just when you look at it like from a basketball aspect, you just said basically I want to rebuild again. I'm not trying to win or be competitive because you know how strong the West is, and you give up a cornerstone piece like Cat. As much as like you said, Jose, I can allude to that too. As much as you bitch him, you know what I'm saying. That's Cat for how he plays because you want to see more intensity. You want to see him be a leader. You want to see him like go toe to toe with the Embiids, the Jokic's of the league. You know what I'm saying? Like he seems to like fall back sometimes, or he's timid, or he's taking these very errant shots. So like the inconsistency kind of plays into why he's not that guy that we will see Ant become during a playoff run or just throughout the regular season. But now you pair him with someone who needs a big man and a healthy, consistent, stable on the court. Outside of Julius Randle, you give Brunson a Karl Anthony Towns in what we would consider to be a softer division or conference. You're going to see something magical take place with them. What that team was already doing, you add scoring, and you just hope they can have some type of continuity with adding the Mikal Bridges. Like, I think the Knicks are going to kind of take off. I think it's a good pickup for them. Like you said, they got him for the Lolo. And we just hope it works out. You know what I'm saying? Because some trades just don't pan out. You see some guys go to some teams and the shit just doesn't take off. So hopefully Cat meshes and they can do something.
Let's see how Cat does reuniting with Thibodeau. That should be fun. What I was going to say was because now we're going to see Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal, Cat, and I'm guessing Mitchell Robinson if he's healthy.
Yeah.
So
they said he might be done.
Oh, does? I haven't looked into that, so maybe shit. Well, that will suck. Okay, well, yeah, that's my basketball talk, Alex. You're welcome. I got 2 questions before our final game, and we should be good to go after that. All right, this is more for fun for Jeff because Marco's not here. He represents Marco. He's his attorney. Should the Kansas City Chiefs bite the cap hit bullet, call Miami, trade their draft capital, get back Tyreek Hill to continue their chase for a three-peat?
Hell yeah. Now, yeah, if it's possible, I heard that on the radio today too, because like, right, Miami, it looks like it's pretty much over there. If they can work that out, like, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Yeah, like it sucks. You know, you got to go over the cap and all that, but damn, like they obviously they need the help, right? Like, I mean, even if they don't get him right, like last year they won it just with Rice, right? And it looks like he's out for the year. I would try to make some kind of move, and if that one's available, hell yeah, you take it.
So, where did y'all see this? And is this real?
Yeah, I mean, it's just gossip. I don't know. I don't think it's $30 million. It's tough for them to make that happen if it does.
But let's be honest. Do we think it's the receiver's fault right now? I'm being totally honest. Like, let's be real. The receiver. I'm being totally real.
Hey man, put your clip back on your holster, all right?
How?
I don't know what's going on this year. Obviously, you know, defensive change year to year. Obviously, quarterbacks, offenses are struggling this year.
I think he thinks he's Josh Allen this year. He's just throwing pick after pick.
Yeah, you know,
been like that. Hey, he been like that.
Hey, they're 4-0. They're 4-0. You know. I mean, yeah, is their defense carrying them? But I mean, are you really worried about a two-time or back-to-back Super Bowl champion? I ain't. You know, it's just it's a long season, man. You just got to get through it. You know?
I'm in my head thinking, how the hell would you cover Xavier Worthy and Tyreek Hill?
That's what I was like, oh, that's my wet dream right now.
Yeah, that's what Patty's thinking.
Patrick Mahomes,
like, bro. Man, I don't know, bro. If that shit
I'm just fucking with you. No, but it's crazy how the offense has been so lackluster and the play of Patrick Mahomes is not there, and they're still fucking 4-0.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. And I don't want to compare them, but I'm gonna have to do. He's having a Tom Brady type of year. Let's be honest. Let's be fucking honest. He is having a
Tom. Don't throw that many picks in his first 4 weeks.
Jose. Hold on, because I knew I was gonna get something from you. But hold on, because Jeff has brought it up a couple of times, and I've been replaying.
He's racist.
I've been bringing it up, and I'm like, Jeff might be onto something because he did say Tom Brady didn't have some of those great years, but they still fucking won. Patrick Mahomes is having the same fucking year, man. Yep. He is. He's not. I
want you to name me the multiple years that he was bad, because there's only one.
Look, I'm not saying
and one.
Look, I know I'm saying Patrick Mahomes. He's a fucking trash bag, but they're fucking winning. Like it doesn't matter. They're winning. Tom Brady has had some interceptions called back. Sometimes a little bit of help from the refs. Patrick Mahomes is having the same shit. That's what I'm saying. They're having the same fucking year.
So Jeff, why do you like Patrick Mahomes if you don't like Tom Brady? Same person.
Nah, well, hell no. Their styles are completely different.
One's Brady, black, one's not. Oh shit.
Yeah, Tom Brady, his game, right? They get compared to the Spurs a lot, right? Like they're the one that took the running game out of the he would throw those 3-yard passes. It was just like a methodical, like it wasn't,
what
like
Patrick doing now.
That Randy Moss year was crazy, right? Like that was insane, right? Like
that was my Tyreek Hill moment. Yeah,
But a lot of Tom Brady's career, it wasn't that sexy, But yeah, I mean, Patty came out the gate. He makes those passes, right, that are just looking crazy, right? He can throw it off 1 foot, with that baseball sidearm, right? So like, that to me they're two different completely. And yeah, like Patty did struggle because he always wanted a home run play, and he did. That's how you play football. You got to chop it up. I mean, it's a smart, safe thing to do. It's a course. So yeah, he dialed his game back. And yeah, that's just how football is, right? It's just a slow, like carving up the defense kind of game. I still think Patty gets impatient a lot of times because it's not that wasn't the way he was born to play, right? But I mean, he's smart enough. He plays like that when he has to, and he does it right.
I'm looking right now. It looks like his highest paid receiver is Xavier Worthy.
Wow.
At $2 million. That's $2.5 million. That's his highest paid receiver. If you don't count Travis Kelce, of course. But
but to take out your own receiver, holy hell, man.
Yeah. Oof.
like the worst of the worst.
Right. I told y'all, he was like, you know what? You took out those people with your car crash. I'm gonna take you out in return.
Fucking karma. God.
I'm gonna get my 3-peat somehow.
Yeah, that's just you throw a pick and then you
Kill your
that just is the worst. Like, how do you sleep after that?
Bro, he didn't do it on purpose.
What is 3 championship rings?
Yeah, I know he didn't do it on purpose, but dude, you regret throwing the yeah. I mean, like,
you regret throwing your body like a crossbody and fucking taking him out.
What happened during the play before that? What happened for that play to even happen?
I'm talking about the pick. That's what
he's
saying.
Jose, shut up. He's trying to make you.
Jeff already said it.
No, but I'm saying he's like doing it on purpose.
But what did he do? I know, but Jeff already said it. Doesn't matter. Let me repeat it. He threw a fucking pick, Marco. Threw a pick to the other team. He's acting like Josh Allen.
No, it's because I like to pick on him because it got me kind of aggravated because he was talking shit about the Bills.
No,
right? And like, what the fuck? Did you not watch the first 4 games of Patrick Mahomes? Like.
Because I thought we were gonna rank 4-0 teams, and I was gonna say with Rice getting hurt,
all two of them.
You gotta put Minnesota as the number 1 now. You have to.
You want to rank all 2 of them, Jeff? Is that what you want to do?
I got Minnesota. I'm just saying. Last week I had Minnesota. I had KC, Minnesota 1 and 2. Obviously, I was right. And now you got to switch it up. Now you got Minnesota 1.
Jeff is fucking. He's onto something.
No, the hell he ain't.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh. Hey, how do you feel about him becoming a Jets fan after the Cowboys?
I'm not a Jets fan. I
show me your closet. Show me your jersey collection.
I root for Aaron Rodgers. I'm not a Jets
fan. You a Jets fan, dog. You ain't
hell no.
Hey. Did I finally prove that Marco told us when he stopped being a Cowboys fan?
That's just hilarious.
Mr. I was never a Cowboys fan.
That was
hilarious. Jeff, I don't know how many episodes you're going to be on because we get you in spurts.
Yeah.
But I do want
last month.
No, yeah, no, but like I've been wanting to talk to him about love. And
Jordan Love.
What is love?
Yeah. Hey, I was with you, right? Like, I didn't think he should have played already. And I mean, yeah, they were down with 28-0 and he got he came back to whatever. Like, yeah, you can call that garbage time. But damn, it was nice to see him do something because, like, I thought they brought him back to her. He didn't look too good in that first half.
He didn't.
You know?
He didn't. He looked rough.
So, I mean, I get it. It was garbage time, but at least it was something because, I'm surprised he's back out there already.
The players were looking on the sidelines. Malik?
Yeah.
Malik?
I thought it was dumb, right? You're rushing them back against a good team. They could have rested him. It wasn't like a must-win game. There was no reason they could have just let Malik take that game, you know. I don't.
Hey, it's not like you were losing. It's like you're not even losing. What are we doing here?
Like if you are winning, that you get to rest your quarterback more.
Yes,
you know, it's fucking common sense. You know, like I don't know what the hell.
All right, fellas. My final question before our final game of the night. This way, obviously came up with some news from today. Davante Adams has requested a trade. Where does he land?
That's tough.
Other. No, I say other because I don't think he's gonna go where anybody expects him to go.
Yeah, he'll probably just go somewhere.
Because it's such a large contract for somebody to have to take on.
I don't know. I think the Jets could pull something off. I really do.
I think Rodgers would take a contract hit to get Davante onto the team.
Or even fucking trade away some of his guys, but like trade this motherfucker.
You know, we got Breland Allen. Let's go ahead and get rid of Breece Hall.
Give him Lazard to take. I don't think that the Jets are a little cheap team. I mean, that would be crazy, but I don't see it happening.
$28 million a year right now would be the cap space for.
Especially with the whole Hassan Reddick situation. But they already told him they wasn't extending him or signing him or whatever the case was.
Yeah,
they traded for him. But I mean, I would love to see the Davante Aaron Rodgers reconnection. What will it do? I don't think it'll change too much of nothing because I still think they got trouble protecting Aaron Rodgers. But I know I do not want to see him with the Chiefs, bro.
It's not gonna happen.
I don't care.
The Raiders are not trading in division, bro.
No.
You can breathe. You can breathe.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, them niggas might offload something crazy, and the Raiders might fall for it.
They trade fucking Marco.
Yeah, money talks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what, like, at the end of the day, it's about money, and they offer the right deal in picks. You know what I'm saying? They would probably sell their soul. We'll give you the next 3 years of first round picks, and the Raiders will be like, okay. So,
I could be wrong. So I'm looking at the list of the highest available cap spaces right now. All right.
Minnesota's on there, right?
No.
They're Chargers.
They're paying their defenses. No Chargers either. No, their Chargers are booked on their defense too. Remember.
Okay.
So the top, I'm gonna say the top 5 other than the Raiders. Okay.
Okay.
Washington Commanders at 26 cap space mil. So that's what they have available. So they're looking good right now, right? Maybe he'd be.
Is that 5 or that's 1?
That's 5.
Okay.
At 4, he won't go here. The New England Patriots at 36 mil cap space. Now, obviously, I don't know if they're going to dictate where he goes or he's going to have some say, but they have the cap space, but I don't think he'd want to go there. If not, unless he looks for a buyout, maybe. I don't know. At $40 million, the Detroit Lions.
You are fucking lying.
I am not.
Oh my God. That would be scary.
You might have to give up Jameson Williams, though, and I don't know if you'd be willing to give up your future.
I wouldn't.
I give up J-Mo. J-Mo ain't no Devontae Adams. I can find somebody else to run straight.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No, because other contractors coming up, and you're gonna have to pay some other guys.
They already bagged. So they bagged Panay. They gave Frank Ragnar.
I have to reiterate that I want to put an asterisk on all these guys because some of the teams up here might be injury forgiveness, right? Like some guys are hurt and stuff like that. So because I got another surprise up here before we go.
Yeah, shit, I'm trading Jameson Williams.
Okay. The next one in second place with 44 million cap available, the Cleveland Browns. Now, they're not really a receiver issue; they're more of a quarterback issue.
More of an organization issue. Goddamn.
I wouldn't want to go there.
I bet they wish they kept Baker. And at 55 million, this is why I brought up the injury thing. The San Francisco 49ers is number 1.
Damn.
So I don't know if they're giving injury forgiveness right now because CMC, they haven't had to pay Purdy yet. They lost Dre Greenlaw for the year. So yeah, Washington, New England, Detroit, Cleveland, and San Fran. Obviously, the sexy ones for me would be more Detroit and Washington.
Yeah, I would definitely. If somehow, some way, like you said, if they had to give up Jameson Williams, man.
David Montgomery.
If I had to go with just like a 2 to 3 year run to buy in on a 2 to 3 year run with what they've already built offensively and defensively, I'm sorry, I'm making that trade.
I mean, I'm not giving up David Montgomery, Alex, because that 2-headed monster with him and Gibbs is working. I'm not giving up.
That's what it's going to cost. It's going to cost one of those guys.
Well, unless you give up draft capital because they have the cap space, so maybe not. That's the benefit probably side of things. Because I know probably the Raiders are probably looking for a running back because they are horrible. Madison and White are not working. But yeah, that's it for that one. Don't worry, the Chiefs can't afford them. Don't worry. They only have $4 million in cap available. They can't do shit unless they give up a lot. But even then, the Raiders would never do that to themselves.
No, I don't think so.
And then the worst option would be Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is negative $2 million.
I wish Dallas could make a move for him, man. I really do.
Dallas needs a lot more help than fucking a receiver. Dallas actually next in line after Washington at $25 million available.
Yeah.
So,
and I would want us to, but like I said, like you said, I mean, you and everybody else already know they need a fucking defensive tackle.
He a running back after that. Don't you me?
Not necessarily, bro. I think we need a defensive tackle, and then we need to solidify.
You need Micah Parsons. Get off the fucking podcast with Darius Slay. What the fuck are you fraternizing with the enemy?
He's playing good. He's not playing bad. He's not the fucking.
I'm not blaming him, but why are you fraternizing with the enemy? That's the in-division rival. No. I'm not talking to you. We are not buddies right now. I'm trying to beat you.
Yeah, that's the last of my words. It's on my list of shit to not need to happen. But anyway, it happened. I like it because I like to hear guys speak of the sport that play at a high level.
Do it after the season.
Yes, we can talk about that later. But we're talking about what we need. And it's a defensive tackle. And then on offense, we need a center. We need somebody who can plug up the middle. Travis Fredericks has yet to be replaced, and we are struggling for that. Dallas that's what made Zeke so great. He was running between Fredericks and Zach Martin, and shit was beautiful. Now, getting just pressure. They can't run no more. They can't run nowhere, no matter who's back there. So it doesn't matter. But hopefully it gets addressed this offseason. And
once you fire your head coach, you bring in a new one, you trade away some pieces. What happened?
Nah, just fire the head coach and bring in some good draft picks.
Kellen Moore will be your new HB.
Who?
Kellen Moore will be your new head coach.
He's a fucking do that.
Who? Mike Jones.
He got like a 4-year deal. He got a 4-year deal with Philly. He stays as where he at.
Yeah, he's not gonna last after this year, bro. Don't trust me.
I love seeing them suck, bro. I love it.
All right, guys. Final game of the night. Name me the 10 worst QBRs of Week 4. And before we go, there is 33 players on here. Just so you know.
33?
I mean, you name me the 10 worst, but there's 33 options.
Boy.
There's 33 that qualified.
Yes.
I'll go with Kirk Cousins.
Captain Kirk comes in at number 6. With a QBR of 28.6. And you know what? As a team, we're gonna have a strike system because somebody complained about it the other day that we just naming names and we're throwing away some stuff. So we're gonna have a 3-strike system. After 3 strikes, y'all lost me. Just kidding. No, we're not doing no strike system. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
then we don't get 10 names.
Yeah, well, let's do 3 strikes or each or something.
Yeah, I think we could try to beat you.
3 strikes each or 3 strikes total? Okay, 3 strikes each. Okay,
3 strikes each.
All right, cool.
3 strikes total will be too quick.
All right, and then I'll count points for each of y'all if you get it right. All right, James, name me a name. Don't get a strike already.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers came in at number 7 with a QBR of 31.8.
In the rain.
Okay. A guy that didn't make the list because he finally fucking played his ass off. Caleb Williams didn't make the list. Finally.
Okay.
That's not the game.
I know, but I've been talking a lot of shit about him. Every time.
He didn't make the list last week either.
I know. Let's keep it that way. But the guy that played on the opposite side of Aaron Rodgers on the other sideline, I'm going Bo Nix. He had -7 yards before halftime. It's still fucking won. That's fucking Bo leaving.
That's your goat.
That's my goat.
Bo Nix came in at number 9 with a QBR of 35.7.
Can't get no better than that.
So we've gotten 3 of the bottom 5 out the way. So maybe some easy layups are still available for you, Jeff.
Yeah, I got one that right now. I don't know his last name if I'm saying it right, but Miami's quarterback, Hurtley. Is it Hurtley?
Oh, Tyler Huntley?
Huntley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler Huntley came in at number 2 with a QBR of 12.1.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that was fucking.
All right, 2 points for Jeff. Having no strikes. James, keep it up. No strikes.
Let's go Derek Carr.
Oh, strike number 1.
What?
He came in at number 12 with a QBR of 39.8.
He threw a curveball at you. You
Mm.
missed. You missed. It was in the sweet spot. But next batter up, I can hit this one out of the park. Don't worry. Sit your ass on the bench, James. I got this one. The guy that also played in that Monday night game, there's 2 quarterbacks on the other side that played really bad. I'm going Mason Rudolph.
Oh, I like the way you're thinking, but that's a strike.
Oh shit! I'm sitting my ass right next to you, James. Make some room.
Come here,
He
brother.
He came in at number 14 with the QBR of 41.2.
Shit.
Oh yeah, who did he pick? Tennessee?
Yeah.
I got-
Yeah, nah,
Hey,
they
hurry up,
put up
Jeff.
some points. He did
Hurry
all
up,
right.
Jeff, shut up, pig.
I got the New England quarterback.
All right, coming
Was it
in.
Brisket?
Brisket.
What's his
Because
name?
he's black.
Brissett. What is
You
it?
racist motherfucker.
Brisket plays at a fucking
Woo!
Bears.
What was it? Lean?
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett
Brissett. There you go. Y'all know I ain't good with names.
came in at number 4 with a QBR of 26.5.
Bro,
Brisket.
Brisket.
Oh man. Okay. Jeff's got no strikes. He's got 3 points, no strikes. James, can you bounce back? You have a
Yes,
strike.
sir. Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray came in at number 5 with a QBR of 28.3. So, fellas, to reiterate, we still have 1, 3, 8, and 10.
Ooh, shit, Jeff, killing me, boy.
Alex, you have a strike. Give me a name.
Jacoby Brisket.
No.
Tyler Hunter.
The most overpaid quarterback in league history, Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. That is strike number 2, Alex.
He played terrible. How the fuck?
He put up 28 points.
He was top 11, Alex, with a QBR rating of 61.8.
Dude, he could have had 6 picks in that game. What is this QBR's like? Oh,
Who's
he
scoring
could have
these
had
QBRs?
interceptions and this and that. That motherfucker played terrible. I don't care what anybody says.
Alex, I'm just repeating what the numbers say. I didn't make this list.
I watched that game fucking from the beginning to the end.
Well, you watched it and got 2 strikes. So, Jeff, you have no strikes.
Y'all
You can
missed a
keep it going.
layup. Yeah, this guy's on
come
here
on, Brisket.
every week.
Come
Watson.
on, Brisket.
Deshaun Watson is number 10 with a QBR of 36.6.
He played better than fucking Jordan Love.
Hell no. They lost to who? The Raiders? Who they lose to?
Without Max Crosby?
Yeah. And Devontae. Holy hell, dude.
That's fucking.
And I had them. I picked the Raiders to win, but then they said, "Oh, we're doing business decisions. We're sitting Crosby." I was like, "They ain't not winning without Crosby."
Well, business decisions was definitely Devontae Adams because
Oh,
now he's requested a trade. So.
Oh yeah, it was definitely, and that could bring up your team, right? When you really like, hey, we're benching our star players. I thought about it working both ways. I was like, damn, without Crosby, how are they gonna win? But Watson, holy hell!
All right, I have 1, 3, and 8 available. James, you have 1 strike. Give me a name.
Justin Bartholomew Herbert
Is number 3 with a QBR of 21.6.
This is wild.
21.6.
Alex says collusion.
Alex, you have 1 strike left. I need either number 1, number 8, or you're out.
Anthony Richardson.
Alex, I need
Take
you
a
to
fuck
turn
you.
off. I need you to turn off your mic and get
Did he
the
not?
fuck out.
Did he really not? This is crazy, dude. These guys had bad games. How the fuck did they not make it?
He didn't qualify.
He didn't qualify?
No.
So how the fuck am I supposed to know? He had a bad game before the. Before he
died.
even
Yeah, he didn't qualify. You know what? Because he didn't qualify, I will let you have another shot.
Oh man, that is so funny.
Oh, fucking Trevor Lawrence, the fucking garbage bag.
Nah, he had a good game.
No, he didn't.
I'm gonna need you to remove your mic and
Are you-
get the fuck.
He didn't throw one damn pick, dude. He had a good game. Almost beat.
He came in at the bottom
the
15
Texans.
with a QBR of 43.2.
You see, he still had a fucking bad game.
Hey, what number was that? As what?
Bottom 15, 43.2. But I'm sorry, Alex. There's two guys that you haven't deemed yet that were even worse than him.
That's crazy.
Oh,
All right, so I got three guesses.
Whoa.
So Alex has no more options. He's out. It's between Jeff and James.
Okay, so what numbers are left?
1 and 8.
Okay.
All right, I got three guys left, and I don't know who, but I'm gonna go because they had such low points. I'm gonna go with Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is number 8
There we go.
with a QBR of 32.6.
Bye. This is fucking wild, dude.
Hey, I got number one.
Who is it?
Can you close it out, James?
Mitchell Trubisky.
He didn't qualify.
No, he only played for the end, bro. He didn't
How
qualify.
does he
Yeah,
not
who did he go in
qualify?
for?
He got a QBR of 3.7.
Josh Allen.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Oh, okay, yeah, nah. Because they just went in like at the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, that.
Guys, just tell me when y'all want to hit if you want one.
Okay, I
You
got
might-
two guys left. It has to be one of them. But,
You are-
James gets
so-
another shot. James gets another
James,
shot.
yeah, it wasn't a guy
he
who
didn't
qualified. It wasn't a guy who qualified. So,
Okay.
James, you probably didn't even see the game. That's how you get. Alex is gonna get mad when he finds out who it is.
I know who it is, and I'm gonna fucking turn this off. This is crazy.
Damn. I don't know who this is.
Remember, I said there's 33 guys that are qualified, so that means one player or two players from the same team. He did enough, guys. He did enough to qualify.
See, I don't know who that is.
I don't.
So, like, someone got hurt and he came in or some shit. I don't know who the hell it is.
Or vice versa, you know.
Yeah, the first guy who got hurt.
Or he was QB1 and then he got replaced.
Because Alex already said Richardson.
Will Levis?
He is number 1 with a QBR of 0.8.
0.8?
0.8.
Oh, shit. It is. I didn't check them. Because somebody said Mason Rudolph, so I didn't even think to go look at them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, see.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because his first drive he threw a pick.
Yeah, he threw a
And then his second
Oh,
drive he got hurt at the end. So
yeah.
Oh, so Mason Rudolph didn't start.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph did not start.
Oh,
He
okay.
closed.
See, when y'all said Mason Rudolph, I thought like he had got the starting.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he
no.
started the game because I was driving. You know what I mean? So I didn't get to watch the beginning. And I did. So Will Levis, he was that bad. They pulled him.
Yeah.
He got hurt.
He got
He got hurt, but he threw a pick in the first drive.
Yeah, he
Okay.
threw the first drive to Emmanuel Ogbah, and then on the second drive, he went to dive for a first down and landed on his throwing shoulder, like they put him in a medical tent and shit like that. And then they just
Okay.
back.
I don't know. I didn't think about why Mason was starting. I just heard it and I was like, because he's been their
So
quarterback.
it sounds right. It sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
So where was
Alex,
Hurts at?
did you say Mason Rudolph?
Alex did. I think Alex did.
Yeah, I
You
said
talking about
Mason.
Alex? Not but.
Yeah, I said Mason Rudolph.
But where was Hurts at? Was he close, Jose?
Mason Rudolph was like 14.
No, Hurts. Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts was motherfucker. What'd you say? He was bottom 17.
Okay. And Stafford.
Yeah, bottom 16.
Yeah. Those were my last two guesses because I couldn't figure that out. That Will Levis was definitely
Can you guess who had the best passer rating or the QBR?
the best one.
Yeah.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
There you go, 95.1. Even though it was all complete, it's crazy. Can you go? Bobby, go to bed. I love you. All right,
And he caught a TD.
Yes, sir, he did. I mean, if you wanted to count the one play that Amon-Ra threw, it was 99 points for him on QBR. But yeah, guys, bottom 10 was 0.8 from Will Levis, Tyler Huntley, Justin Herbert, Jacoby Brissett or Brisket, Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Bo Nix, and Deshaun Watson.
Dude, that's crazy.
And number 11 would have been Caleb Williams.
For real?
Yes.
Dude, that's fucking wild because he had a better fucking game than Jordan Love.
39.2, papas.
Hey, make sure you vote. You already saw my vote.
You want to play it? You want to play it for the whole crew? Here, let me make you the big screen. Go ahead, play it. Put up the volume y todo.
In a Cowboys bandwagon, man, and now you've joined the Mahomes Chiefs bandwagon. So I've been a Mahomes fan all my life since he was at Tech.
You're a fucking liar.
4 years. But I have vacated my fanship for the Cowboys for a year. I started in June. Well, only a year. They've been sucking for 24 years. I knew they were gonna be. I thought they were gonna be good this year, but they weren't good. So I worked in my favor. But they finally accomplished something. They got rid of Jason Garrett. We'll see what happens. So, but for now, you've given up the Cowboys. I've given up the Cowboys. So you're not a true fan? I'm a Chiefs fan. Oh damn, that's hilarious. Wait, no, ask me, Marco. What's up? Completely right now.
And there, for now, I am switching to Minnesota.
No, you got to go to a different conference. You can't go to the same division.
Oh, damn, you're right. That was a good one. That was a good video.
You can be a Steelers fan.
I'm gonna text Jalen real quick because he put up a video on TikTok yesterday that was fucking hilarious. About Will Levis's highlight from last night. I want to show you guys. Oh man, but I'll send it to y'all through text. Obviously, he'll probably either snoozing or he's at work. But y'all got any final thoughts before we close out and we enter week 5?
Oh man.
Oh man. If we lose to the fucking Panthers this year, Caleb Williams needs to go fucking back to California where he came from.
God damn.
Dude, you cannot lose to the Panthers. Come on.
Hey, it happens, bro. You can give it Sunday.
It is. But not to the fucking Panthers.
What does my team play this week? I don't even know. At this point, we're just going for that number 1 pick. I don't even know.
Patriots got a chance to win this week. They're a sneaky pick.
What do we got?
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
Oh, we won. Yeah, we won. You're right. We won. I'm sorry. We cannot be worse than the damn Dolphins right now. I mean, we can be, but not.
Damn, imagine the Dolphins get the number 1 pick and everybody comes back next year and then they get that'd be crazy. Everybody comes back healthy and then
the Jaguars still have won, anything can happen. Hey, we have a chance in London now, don't we? We can beat them. No, I was kidding. We not, but we could.
Hey, but there's some pretty good games this week. I'm looking for. Yeah,
what's going on this weekend? I don't even know.
You got the Bills. You got the Bills and the Texans. The Bucks and the Falcons.
Bucks and the Falcons would be good.
Yeah.
Don't we got Cowboys and Steelers for main event?
Yeah, Cowboys and Steelers on primetime should be good.
Sunday night. Bro, we ain't got no Micah, no Marcus Lawrence, and no Deron Bland, bro.
Ooh. I know Milton's team, the Saints versus the Chiefs for Monday Night Football.
So those fucking Chiefs are gonna go 5-0 then.
Hey, what if the Saints pull it off? What if Derek Carr does it? He knows them.
Yeah, oh fuck, dude.
That would be okay. That will make me be like, okay, maybe.
But dude, let's be real. Look at the fucking Chiefs schedule. Really?
Alex,
I told you it's an easy schedule.
Alex, Missouri versus Texas A&M.
It's weird that fucking.
No, who's Illinois playing?
Oh, they're not playing Michigan. Michigan's in 2 weeks. I think 2 or 3 weeks. I forgot who they're playing. But hey, that was a good game though. I told you guys to watch it. The Penn State and Illinois game. It came down to like the very last quarter, like with 6 minutes left. It was a good game.
What division is that? Big Ten, right? Illinois.
It's Big Ten. Yeah, it's Big Ten.
Illinois is playing. They don't have a game.
Yeah, they're off.
Yeah, they're on the bye.
I guess they have. Yeah, are they 5-0, Alex, or 4-1?
4-1, dude.
Oh, yeah, they have a bye. They have a bye then. Yeah, that's why they're not popping up anymore.
What is Boise? Boise is what?
Boise
I think
State?
Boise's undefeated.
Or Boise.
Yeah. What? Big Sky? No.
Talking about Jeffrey.
Man, I want to see that running back, dude.
Are you talking about Boise State?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're playing Utah State. What are they?
Oh yeah, they're 21. Oh shit. They
Yeah,
play
they're
at 6
21.
o'clock too.
It should be interesting.
Man, I'm watching that.
How about Colorado? How about
All right, Jeff, you can sign out, bro. I know you're dying over there.
Oh,
Later, brother. I'm gonna kick him off just so he can feel comfortable. He's dying out there.
Oh,
He's living in Houston right now with no AC. Until you know something's wrong.
From 1 to 5.
I'm watching the videos.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, from last week?
Dude, this shit's fucking funny.
Which one? Is it not great? I thought it would be like an awesome, like, it's gonna get people talking. Just saying.
Probably should have saved it just in case they win one more championship this year.
At least that was done before they won their first chip, or at least Patrick Mahomes did. So,
all right, fellas.
All right, guys. Well, we can call it a night because it's been a long night. We're obviously all dead ass tired, but another good episode. I think it good fun. Discussions went well. I think the all pro stuff went way too long.
Yeah,
it was like 42 minutes. I did not expect that to be. But hey, good conversation nonetheless, guys. But if y'all are watching, whether it was live or on demand, thank y'all for tuning in. Truly appreciate it. Give us a like, give us a share, subscribe. If you ever want to hop on, debate us, you absolutely can. James, I think we should probably go on TikTok Live sometimes. I see Jalen and them doing good shit right there. I mean, we could probably. I don't know how much you want to debate. Internet people. That might not be a thing you want to do because people go crazy.
Yeah, I ain't got time for the general public. Patience.
Alex will probably get us booted off. Actually, James, you would get booted off.
I would probably say something crazy.
All right, guys. Give us a like, share, subscription at Puro Pinche Sports for almost all social media platforms. But if you Google us, all of our shit will pop up. For Jeff D. Lujan, as in delusional, as in correct. Now, what crazy does not start with a D. Good fucking hell, I'm tired. For the humble hater, James, who's just humble tonight. He's not really a hater. Yeah. And the professor, Alex Cruz. I am Jose Garza. I am tired as fuck. We are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are out. Later.